Welcome to the Barbarian Horde, live on Bearded Barbarian Collectibles and Chased Kingdoms YouTube channels. From one barbarian to another, this live will make you go running for your mommies. Enjoy the occasionally appropriate humor and the epic giveaways. If you can't handle sarcasm and playful jabs at others' expenses, go and run for the chopper! So don't be a girly man, and make sure to subscribe to all of tonight's guests' channels, or I will hunt you down and find you. Now, let's start the darn show! Barbarian! Barbarian!
Hey everybody, it's Thursday. That's right, another Thursday, 2 in a row, a new record. I don't know if it's a new record, it's 2 in a row. We appreciate everybody coming out tonight. People are dwindling in as we talk. We got some fun stuff planned. We're going to talk some cartoons tonight. We'll go back to our childhood, me sitting in my room on Saturday morning, hoping something cool will come on. And that they won't have canceled my favorite show, which had a tendency to happen from time to time. So, but it'll be a fun night. We got a few guests here, and of course, we have our co-host. Here he is, all the way from Florida, sweating his tail off. Here it is, Chase from Chase's Kingdom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Barbarian Horde Variety Show. What's happening? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Look at that.
Go figure. It's not an every other week show. Who thought it was twice a month show? I don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. So you got to
try to do it every week. You usually
got to hit that bell.
That's right.
Check the bell. Check it right now. Make sure it's every notification.
There's a couple ding dongs on here. There's no doubt about that. I don't know about any bells, but hopefully everybody's gonna have a fun time. So
that's kind of I've been looking forward to this because I am literally dying in Florida right now. It took a turn fast. I mean, we went from cool 80s, like 82, 81, 70s at night. To immediately 94, 95 degrees during the day.
Yikes.
And it doesn't get colder at night. It's like 90 outside. It's pitch black. You're sweating. It's just, not fun. And then it rains, makes everything muggy and sticky and just humidified. Last week we were preheating, but it's on now. I think we're on legitimately. Let's bake them at 350. Somebody hit the button.
Baking your nuggets. Your nuggets are becoming chicken McNuggets.
Well, when I get home, I don't want to leave. That's for sure. Like I get home and I come in this air conditioned house and then the wife's like, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I don't want to go outside.
Cool, something cool. Right.
So I have to leave, go to the store, and it's just a whole thing, and I'm hot. And how about we just order something?
Where's that DoorDash? That stick DoorDash man to show up at my door.
My wallet's not happy. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, it does tend to see that happen for sure.
I do see some folks piling in. Welcome to the Barbarian Live Variety Show. And if you're catching this on a new or a rewind, hit the subscription notification bell. Future videos, future content like this with the Barbarian Horde. Yeah, man. So I see these guys. And we do have one of our favorite co-hosts. I'll call her a co-host. It's the only she we allow on the show, I guess. We've reached out, but she's the only female that can hang with the boys.
At this point, she's the only person that's going to be hanging with us. People have been like, I think we've made a lot of people angry. Obviously, JKL has issues with us. We teased Ray's until he wouldn't come back because of his top hat. I don't know what's going on. He's been moving. I don't know what.
Maybe he got swallowed. I did put out a most wanted like poster style Instagram post video thing. Like, we're looking for Ray. So if you see him, don't spook him.
Right.
Just snap a picture. You see, and send it. Let us know he's still creeping around because we do. I
messaged him. He responded. He was like, moved and blah blah blah. I haven't unpacked all my stuff yet, and he's been going to cons. Okay. And he's got his priorities straight. It's fine. It's all good. Hopefully he'll be back soon. So that's what he said. He'll be back soon. So.
Sitting on the back porch with the phone. I mean, he's just like, won't do that. Nope. Got to have set up. Not officially.
Well, people, when you move, I hate moving. The last time I moved was a long time ago. I'm not looking to do it again. So
it's the absolute worst. I did learn though, you can saran wrap your bookshelves full of pops. You just saran wrap the whole bookshelf, and then move the whole shelf.
That's smart.
Take them all down. After I pack, I literally unpacked like 4 or 5 bookshelves before I realized that. I was so mad at myself. Damn. Because those containers, the old Rubbermaid containers, first off, they're not cheap. Second off, unless you literally sat there and wrote down every freaking pop that you threw in there and slap a label on it, you have no effing idea what you got. So it's like, I got boxes. I have no idea. Can't remember. We're talking 5 years of collecting,
No, there you go.
Who knows what's in these boxes? I think I'm going to just do some surprise whatnots. Let's sell what's in this box.
There you go. Mystery box is mystery to you and them. It's mystery to everybody.
Maybe we'll do that. So,
mysteries.
Upcoming. We'll be doing some whatnots soon. But enough of that. So if you hear somebody rocking and you're in California, you're like, who the hell is that over there with that loud rocking music? It's probably Mama J.
It probably is. Listen, I try to be respectful of my neighbors, but I got a few neighbors that turn on their music so loud that my place, they're not even in our building, but my place is thumping. And I'm thumping.
Okay, so we know what kind of music.
You really want to go to war with me? Every picture goes on the patio.
Is it classical music they're listening to? What are they listening to over there? Is it classical music or
it's thumping? That should give you an idea.
They're listening to Spanish music. So
Spanish music. Oh, okay. Yes. Interesting.
Spanish music.
But that's all right, because I can throw in some Ozzy or some Metallica or something really hard.
Get a real mashup going there. You got a little metal, a little Spanish music. You got quite a thing going on.
I could always advise some good bands that would really
I could probably throw on Justin Bieber and that would chase them off. But,
No.
Next time, just message me. Hey, what band should I scare
Usually
the neighbors?
I will turn mine up, and I'm like, I try to be respectful until you're not, but I'm not going to listen to your stuff and not mine.
I tell you, just pick anything grindcore, and you're covered.
What about any Kick 'em Ugly? Would that do? Would that annoy your neighbor?
I do have a Kick 'em Ugly CD.
Okay.
That would definitely annoy somebody.
Annoy somebody.
Sure. We're glad to have you on the show. I know you weren't feeling well. It's been a few.
I have had all kinds of things going on over the last couple months.
So
we appreciate you coming for sure.
You're on the upswing. You feeling better? Everything?
I'm feeling better. My my ceiling has been repaired, so no more raining in the house.
That's good.
I mean, like I said, my parents are feeling better, except for we had to put the cat down. But I mean, it's just, it's one thing after another. But I think we're on a stop right now.
Very good.
We'll try to find the good and the bad. So that's the best thing to do. Oh my God, we definitely love having you hang out with us. So no JKL. I think he's still doing his super thrust exercises.
He was going to the gym.
He's going to enter a competition apparently, because that many thrusts. I don't know what you're going to do with all those thrusts. That's all I'm saying.
It might be one of those triathlon deals where you gotta do the certain things to get through the.
He's trying to hopefully get somebody recording him. And
he doesn't explain.
He could be like, "Oh, look at this guy at the gym," and then he becomes like this huge meme and famous.
That's just me. He has been posting some workout videos, so follow JKL. Crop his workout videos and make him do weird, funny things because he totally deserves it. His clips, he keeps clipping me and you, so I figure maybe we should fire back.
That's right. Clip his stuff.
I'm very good at Photoshop, and now they got this new AI thing. So, I mean,
AI makes it a breeze for most.
I'll tell you, you better watch it.
I still get 4 hands and 3 thumbs, but
Yeah, I can't figure it out either. I'm not good at
that. Let's see. All right, well, let's get on with the show as usual. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, do so now. You don't want to miss out on an upcoming episode of the Barbarian Live Variety Show. All right, guys, and if you're new, hit subscription, notification bell. Future videos, future content like this. Tonight, we're going to do our, I guess, most overrated, most underrated cartoons or characters. So join in over there in the chat or down there in the chat. Definitely appreciate you guys. And let's get into let's do some national days. What day is it? It's a national day of some sorts. Let's get to it. Welcome once again, Barbarian Live Variety Show. I'm thinking as punishment, we're going to start taking people out of our little.
Might have to.
right.
We're confusing the viewers. Who are these 2 people I've never seen?
Right. It's like, wait, where are these
Let's
people?
look back a few weeks or months.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Let's go with some national days. Today, May 15th. It is Bring Flowers to Someone Day. Bring flowers to someone. Doesn't say who. It just says.
Now, that's funny.
Bring flowers to someone.
Because I went to the post office this morning and dropped off a couple things. And as I was leaving, there was a lady carrying flowers into the post office. She must have been bringing flowers to somebody.
Oh, she's slinging roses for $2 a pop.
I guess.
Well, you think she was shipping them, or she was giving them to the
No,
postal
I think
worker?
she was bringing them in to somebody. It was just a little vase with some flowers in it. So
Interesting.
Well,
I
she
agree,
knew.
Quick. I agree.
I gave my wife a plant from Lowe's for Mother's Day, and it cost me $60, and it died the very next day. So
dies.
That was not a good investment on my part. I asked my wife what we're going to do about it, and she said, "I guess we'll return it. I don't know if I was like, "I don't know about returning plants, but
They
anyway,
will
it
take
hurt
them
to
back
have.
if they die within 30 days or something.
I know." She bought some plants one time, and we bought all these plants and set them outside. She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna put them outside," and she left them out there for 2 months and didn't plant them. I was like, "She shouldn't," and they all died. And she brought them all back. I was like, "What are you doing? It's your fault that this happened, not their fault."
Okay, well,
They took them
That's
back.
the reason they raise our prices.
Exactly.
Returning her dead plants.
She's got a black thumb. Some people got a green thumb. She got black thumb. She'll touch a flower and it'll be dead instantly. So that's just how it is.
I'm the same way. My friend gave me this tree when she moved out of state that meant a lot to her, but it was like in a pot, like a potted tree. And I'm like, "Oh, you can't give me that. You know I can't keep anything alive." She goes, "Oh, no, you can't kill it." I said, "Are you sure I can't kill it?" She was out of state for like 3 years, and I had the plant for 3 years. I'm going to tell you, there was probably 1 year I forgot to water it, like the whole year.
Oh, God.
And I was like, "Oh, it has some yellow leaves." And my son's like, "You probably should give it water." He goes, "When'd you water it last?" "I don't know, last year sometime." So,
it's trying to suck water from the air.
It never died.
No.
It never died. There were times I'd pour water in and it would be like, and it would be all gone and the dirt would be dry already. And I'd be like, "Dang, I just poured it in there."
You need to buy a cactus. That's what the kind of flower you need is a cactus.
Every once in a while, I'll get like a rose or something, and just on a rando too, bring home a rose for the wife. But other than that, nice. I really don't. I don't do the flower thing very often. Like, not a big. Here's some flowers.
Well, they're
spruce up your house.
So
yeah, I mean,
it's not when you go to somebody's house you see a rose bush, is it? When you're doing some work or something like that, pluck a few off someone's rose bush.
Bring some scissors with you and just.
Where'd those come from? Nah,
snip, snip.
Snip. There you
go. Running down the road, and there's
the old, it's the old
roses.
Circle K 7-Eleven barrel of roses. You just grab, $3. It ain't too bad,
There you go.
Put a smile on the wife's face. Oh, you thought, yeah. Brownie points, man. That's how you got to roll that way. All right. So today's next national day is. Now I don't know anything about this one. JKO might. National Nylon Stocking Day. Hell, awesome! He did work in a bathhouse, so I don't know.
I thought you were going to say robbed banks and wore the stocking.
I was going to say, I didn't know where we were headed with this. That's interesting.
I was just saying, I'm calling him a robber. Is that what you're insinuating?
I remember. I'm trying to remember what movie this was. Just when you said that there's this. It was a comedy, and this guy pulled out a nylon stocking and he put it over his head, and he gave it to this other guy and put it over his head, and the guy goes, "Where did you get these?" And he's like, "I got them from my mom's dirty hamper."
Yeah, I remember that too. What
was that movie? That was. I'll bet on that shit.
Yeah, I do remember that though. When he's like, "I got it from my mom's," and they were
yeah. I can't remember. I'll have to remember. If you can remember what movie that was from, just let me know. I can't remember. It was hilarious though.
So, National Stocking Day. I never got that. I guess it's if you got little imperfections on my legs, I want them to look like Barbie legs.
Right.
You know what? It used to be not so much anymore, but back in the day, it didn't matter. Women wore stockings. It was considered the thing to do. If you didn't do it, you were tacky and trashy.
Or if you didn't shave your legs, right?
But now that doesn't, now times have changed. You cannot wear stockings and you're not tacky and trashy.
I thought it was to hide the fact that you hadn't shaved your legs in a month.
No, because you can see the hair.
Does that too.
The nylon.
That's cheating.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with
poking through the nylon. All right, Chewbacca. National Nylon Stocking Day. I remember. Okay, this might make me seem old, but didn't they come in I remember my mom. They
Little
came in an
eggs.
egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came in a
You could still find them once in a
big
while.
ass egg.
Yeah.
Mom would always let us. Here's the egg. You play with the egg.
I know. Yeah, you always got the kids always got
Easter.
the eggs.
The eggs are Easter. Easter time, you're all the nylon eggs. Isn't that right?
They're all the goldish color or white.
Mhm.
Right.
I always wondered why they came in an egg. It was very weird. It's very
I
strange.
don't know.
I didn't get it.
It was their gimmick.
You can't stack them, that's for sure. All right. Today's National Chocolate Chip Day. Big fan. Big fan. Had some last night on my ice cream.
I thought you were going to just say you opened the bag up and
I
just
know.
poured
He's
them in
like,
your
I
mouth
had
or
some
something.
last night. Just stuck my hand in the bag.
I have done that. Well, not the whole pour them in your mouth thing, but
Mhm.
the worst thing is because if you get the Nestle's little mini chocolate chips, it doesn't come in a resealable bag. So then you're trying to roll it and all that. So I always just grab a Ziploc immediately, pour them all in.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll use them for desserts and stuff that I make, which I got a really killer recipe. Maybe if I can remember, I'll let you guys know later. Cherry Kool-Aid pie. Oh my God. It was so good. But anyway, so I got these mini chocolate chips for that. But I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I will
pie and you put chocolate chips in there? How
you put
disgusting.
on top.
Why are you putting it on chocolate? That is so
you put
weird.
the whipped cream, and you put.
I
just tell you the recipe.
I don't know why we're friends. This might be it.
It's a
Yes,
pie.
but Kool-Aid and chocolate chips in a pie? Weird. That is so
No,
weird.
you're supposed to put pudding in cookies, right?
Right.
Pudding
It's got
mix.
like a pudding pie,
You
but
use
not.
pudding mix instead of sugar, and you balance it out a certain way. And you're
Right.
supposed to, because it makes it better when you make cookies.
You're putting
You're putting-
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Is that what you're saying?
All right.
You know,
Fine. I'll just
pie?
explain the recipe.
Chocolate.
You want me to explain the recipe? It was amazing. Even the wife was like, high five. That was freaking amazing. Okay. 1 can of condensed sweetened milk, right? Boom. Can.
I'm
Condensed
lactose
sweetened milk.
intolerant, but okay.
I
go
know this. Lactose free condensed sweetened
ahead. Oh,
milk.
lactose. That sounds tasty. Go ahead.
You pour. You can. I mean, you can do strawberry, cherry, grape, whatever you want. But cherry is the recipe that I went for.
And
Pour
milk.
that
Ah.
in the condense. You pour that in a bowl. You put the Kool-Aid, cherry Kool-Aid, in the condensed milk. Mix it up really well. A tub of Cool Whip. Next ingredient, pow. Mix that really well. Really, really well. Throw it in a graham cracker pie crust. Smear it around, nice and flat. Throw it in the freezer. 3 hours later, you pull it out. It is a pie. Let me tell you something. You cut a wedge of that puppy, and you go with the old Ready Whip in the can. On top, sprinkle.
You already got Cool Whip. You're
I
putting
know, that's
Ready
what
Whip
I'm thinking.
on top.
I know you're not. Yeah, I know, but go with me. You sprinkle some mini chocolate chips all over the top and go to town.
I don't know what we're doing. I am as
Sorry.
confused as I've ever been in my life.
Well, it sounds
Cool.
really easy to make.
Cool Whip is not Ready Whip. Ready Whip is not Cool Whip. Okay.
Right.
And you've changed the
understand
Cool
that.
Whip now and
I'm
made
not
it
worried
into
about the
a
Cool Whip
pie.
and the Ready Whip. I'm worried about the fruit and chocolate, which should not be in the
But
same.
chocolate covered fruit is a big thing.
With
Come on,
chocolate covered strawberries, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Chocolate covered
chocolate-covered cherries.
Chocolate covered
You
cherries.
get them every year.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
No
Sorry.
chocolate covered cherries.
Yuck.
Oh, come on. It oozes the syrup and everything.
No,
Oh,
God.
my God.
And there's nothing more tasty than something that oozes. You know what I'm saying? Like pus and zits. You know what I mean?
But you know, you could do.
Not a fan of lava cake.
When I was a kid, we would take the Kool-Aid mix and we'd buy those big jumbo pickles at the liquor store, and we would dip the pickle in the Kool-Aid mix and eat it like that.
I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, man. Now
It was good. Now
that
I
sounds
think
like a
about it,
challenge.
and it sounds gross.
Disgusting.
But back then, we loved it. We loved it
What the
back
hell
then.
kind of Kool-Aid, though?
Well,
You
did
go
your parents give you a
tropical punch?
regular food? Did you ever have regular food? Because if you compare to regular food, I think this is not very good. If you were starving, I could see somebody eating it. It doesn't make any
A
sense.
pickle and dip it in some
We
Kool-Aid.
got money to spend on our way to school and for lunch and for after school.
Oh, we were so poor. We
Pass.
put butter on a tortilla, rolled it up, and ate it. That's it.
I was an
Cold
only
butter, too,
child
smeared
and an
on there.
only grandchild, so
Okay. I'll take your word for it. It's weird.
I
Yasmin.
think you should try a pickle with some Kool-Aid powder.
National chocolate chips. Oh,
I do remember as a child, my mother would be like, "Yeah, she's making something," and she'd have the bag of chocolate chips. I was like, "Oh, I want some chocolate chips," and she's like, "Don't eat those; those are not good." And I was like, "Of course they're good; they're chocolate chips." And then I reached my hand in there and got a whole, and they were the unsweetened kind, right, which tastes like dirt, and it was the most disgusting thing. And I yelled at my mother that she made me hate chocolate, and the thing is like 2 weeks later, I forgot, and then I'd go right back after. I was one of those they call a slow learner. He didn't really like. I told you last time, don't get to take the bits, and
I don't know who calls it a slow learner. I usually call it a window licker.
That's right.
Yeah, big fan of that one too. Oh, man. I don't know.
I was in the
Chocolate chips.
shorter bus on the way to follow the bigger
shorter
bus.
bus.
Yeah.
In cakes, in cookies, on ice cream, in pancakes. Pancakes. You fan of chocolate chip pancakes?
I am. See, that makes sense. You got sugar and chocolate,
So,
not fruit. There's no fruit in there.
well, the cherry Kool-Aid pie. I think I'm going to go with the strawberry Kool-Aid next time. Do the strawberry pie, and I'm going to add strawberries, like fresh cut
Oh,
strawberries.
that might be, yeah.
Top it on top, and maybe even some sliced bananas. So sliced bananas, banana strawberry, almost like a banana strawberry split. You know,
I don't like
something
bananas. I don't like bananas.
Not a big nanner fan, huh?
Not a big nanner fan.
Lactose intolerant.
It's always weird eating a banana. It's not very masculine to eat a banana, so I don't like to be caught in public with a banana. So I just
throw it on a plate. You're gonna take a fork and just
exactly. If I'm gonna eat a banana, I'm gonna eat it from the middle. I'm not gonna eat it the regular. I'm gonna eat it from the middle because it's my.
Well,
it's
I
Don't
don't
do
think
that.
anybody told that gorilla or that ape that it wasn't masculine to eat that banana.
Well, but
It's just
gorillas
bite
might
them
not
up.
have shame. I have shame. Okay, that's the difference. All right, so there you go.
Today is also National Peace Officers Memorial Day. Peace Officers.
Peace
Memorial Day.
officers.
A peace officer.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know what that means. Are you talking an actual police officer? Because
No,
it's
these are just people that walk around
peace
going, peace.
officer. Yeah. What do you?
I think it's people in the Peace Corps. No,
Is it? Oh, I thought it was
Is it
real
the
police
Peace Corps?
officers.
no, I thought it was. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's people in the Peace Corps. No, and they have officers. I don't know. That's what I guess I assumed.
Yeah, it makes more sense now. I guess people in the Peace Corps. I'm like, who the hell's the? Is it the guy
Peace
standing in front of the mall? Is that the
Peace
peace officer?
officer is a civil officer like a police officer or
No.
deputy sheriff whose duty is to maintain order and enforce law.
So it
Well,
is a
so much
police
for what
officer.
I know. I guess I didn't realize.
He's a
Now, if
peace
you're a
officer.
peace officer and you get into a fight, do they defrock you? How does that work? I don't understand what happens then.
I don't think anybody better defrock me.
You can go
You
frock
you want to be
yourself.
frocked? You don't want to be defrocked? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't want anyone frocking around me at all.
Unless I pay for it.
Right?
And last but not least, on this day in 1940, the first McDonald's restaurant was opened. Just a little
Oh.
knowledge, just figured I'd throw your way.
How about that?
On this day,
Where at? Does it say?
1940. 1940. Holy
It doesn't say
smokes.
where though.
No, it
before
doesn't
my
say
time.
where. It just says.
I think it's somewhere in
We have one
California.
of
Wasn't
the
it?
oldest McDonald's here in Downey.
I think it's in California. It's in.
Cali?
I'm pretty sure when I saw that McDonald's movie, I'm pretty sure it was California.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, my son said, yeah, that's the first one, so it's got to be the one in Downey.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
there you go.
1940.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
awesome.
the very
All
first
right, you
one,
guys.
and it's still standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was today's National Days. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's get to some shout outs. Normally we jump to shout outs right out the gate. Yeah, we're gonna start the show and then we get to shout outs. Let you guys pile in. If you hit that thumbs up, let's do it now. Shout outs. All right. Didn't go too far, too long before you get the shout outs. Nick. And Nick. What's happening, Nick? There's Quick Draw.
Quick Draw. How you doing, buddy?
Should have hit you up, man. Get you hanging out.
Cat Daddy. Appreciate you coming.
Where's my damn horn at? There it is. Let's hit the horn. Hit the horn for shout outs.
There you go.
James Willie.
All right, we appreciate you, Real James. I sent him 2 packages last week. Hopefully he got them.
Nice.
Although it was to Canada, so I'm not sure if it got there yet or not. So there's no telling.
I know my damn. I got a message, private message from Taco today. He's like, "Hey, my man, your damn. He was sending me a sticker pack, I guess.
Right.
Some of his most famous logos, and I guess it got sent back.
Oh, because he's in Australia, right?
Yeah. He's like, "Did I get your address right? What the hell?" And I'm like, looks good to me. I guess I got to fill out some kind of form. I'm like, well, the United States, we're being a little testy right now. So you might
you have to fill out the customs form. I have to fill one out every time I ship.
Like, I thought it was just a letter.
I fill out the little form that you attach at the post office. Is that what you're talking about?
I do mine online, but yeah, basically the same thing.
Oh, I just do it at the post office when I go. They make you fill it out.
I'm pretty sure he sent out a crap ton of stuff to the United States as far as like sticker packs, just card, envelope deals. 2 got sent back. Of course, I was one of them. But he sent out a bunch. Like, come on, man, really?
Yeah, because I got one coming too. So
I'm like, well, pass it on if you need to. Pass it on to somebody in the Taco Army. Nothing but respect. I'd love to have a couple stickers, but no big deal. Don't be. Because I already did that shit with Pop the Heat. I sent his box 2 times, 3 times, 2 times. I think 2 times, and it came back. Like, come on, man. And each time I got to pay. It ain't you made the mistake. Here it is again. Nope. It don't work that way. You got to pay again. Okay.
One time I sent to Japan, they just put it through again. I sent something to Japan one time, and I looked at it, and it was exactly right. I asked the lady, and she said, is that the right address? I said, yeah. I said, I'm not paying again. I paid. It cost me like $25-$30 to send that thing. I said, I can't afford to do that. But she said, put it back in and see what happens. So I just stuck it back in the mail again, and they went through the second time. Went through. They got it the second time. And I was like, I don't know what happened.
I should have done that, man.
I just stuck it back in the mail. Let them figure it out.
Like somebody effed up here. It's not my problem.
She said, what's the worst thing that can happen is they'll send it back to you. You already got it back, so just give it a shot.
True.
Well, I sent a box to Oregon, which is one state over, okay? And it was supposed to arrive, and all of a sudden he looks and he sends me a message and says, it's on its way back to you. It came all the way back here to my local post office, and then it's now back being delivered to him today. It just traveled and went back again. Like it got lost and came back home, and then it's on its way again.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Not much.
God, good God. All right. What the hell's going on with Kenneth here? Hi to everyone. Let us know how to condescend today. I don't know what that is, my man. You know how
is it colonoscopy? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's supposed to be colonoscopy.
You're going to let us know how it goes.
I have one next week, so I have a pretty good idea how it's going to go. It's going to go right up the other, He's going to let us know whether his doctor's Polish or Japanese, because that's a big difference. The Japanese got skinny fingers. Just there's some big giant Polish guy back there.
Andre the Giant comes out of your rock.
That dude's got sausage fingers. You know what I mean? Well, let us know how it went, I guess. I don't know if we want to know. But...
Good luck. The worst part about have you ever had a colonoscopy, Chase?
Not yet.
Okay, the worst part is
upload the video, Kenny.
The prep is the worst part. So when you're preparing to clean yourself out, oh man, bad news.
No, you got to do a cleanse. Oh yeah, you got to do the old cleanse. They say.
And you can't eat anything. You drink this stuff, can't eat anything. And what I learned, when you're a rookie, you schedule your colonoscopy for the afternoon the next day. So you can't eat the entire day before and all the morning. So you do it first thing in the morning and get it over with. So I learned my lesson. This time, this is my second one.
2 of them, but there's a new
Sleeping
one
in the
out.
parking lot.
There's a new one out where they don't stick anything up ya, okay? What
Oh,
they
camera.
do
Look,
is
to the pills.
you still have to do the cleanse, okay? And then
Poop in
they
the box.
shoot air into you, and then they do a scan.
No.
Yeah.
Well, in Virginia, they're still sticking the tube up your, you know what? So because that's where I'm going in next
Blow
week.
you
So.
up.
We only have a few
Like a
places
effing
here that do it right now,
inflatable?
so I don't know who else.
Wait a minute. So they inflate you.
Mm.
Basically.
They give you the old scan. Okay. Well, I don't know. Whatever's less painful.
Well, you're asleep.
Well,
like,
I
right?
did both, and I will say the second one was less
Yeah.
painful. The little poof of air, and then them scanning.
I
was
think
way
my
less.
best advice to my man would be tip your doctor before the procedure.
Dinner first.
Well, when I did mine, they did an endoscopy, which is down your throat.
Yes,
and
I
then
had
they
that
did
done.
a colonoscopy at the same time. Well, not
Yep, mine too.
they put me under, so I didn't know what the hell happened. I woke up and it was all done. So
You know, they put me under, and I didn't feel them do the one through my mouth at all. But then all of a sudden, I'm like, that's done. No. You
I was
know,
asleep, man.
and they're like, oh, you feel that? No, I just thought I'd chime in right about now.
Wait, what do you mean? Wake up halfway through.
that's not good.
Oh, hell no.
They didn't give
Yeah,
you
so
enough or
they,
whatever it was.
Yeah, so they ended up
No.
having to stop, and that's when they did the air one. But-
Right.
All right. So we got Strange Dog hanging out with
Strange
us.
dog.
Jason,
Appreciate
get
you coming.
my grind video. Maybe. Don't know. I will look.
Who? What is happening?
Nick said, did I get his grind video?
His grind video? I don't like the sound of that.
I know.
I know that, but okay.
You have to go on the dark web for that kind of action. I'm not really sure what's happening here.
Take a
Oh, you
look.
find it the same place you find JKL's thrusting video.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's the same
That's right.
category.
It's in the same group section category. That's good.
Dinner first, man.
Dinner first.
For sure. Dinner and a movie.
Yeah,
We'll go
there you go.
Dinner first, movie after.
Mhm.
Yeah, the movie's the little scope going up your, you know what?
Mhm.
That's the movie. They give you a
Yeah,
tape
you can
to
get a
watch.
recording of it.
Live
There you go.
recording, live action.
Hitman's Toy Box.
All right, hey, man. We appreciate you coming.
I mean, they got spit roast and wolf with a smile. So there'll be
Mm-hmm.
you chase. We'll get a question. That is a BC Rich. It is. It does have the Warlock headstock, but it is not a Warlock. It is the Kerry King. Ooh, Kerry King Flying V.
I got that same guitar.
With
You do?
the,
Oh, mini. You have a mini? Oh, there you go. Look at
Let's go.
that. Nice.
Love this guitar. Sounds great. Plays great. It is a beast of a guitar.
Oh, that's
How does
so
yours play,
good.
Mama J? Does it play cool?
Mine plays really good. You should
Oh,
hear
great.
me when I'm shredding it and irritating my neighbors.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sounds-
And then here's the actual, just a regular Warlock bass. Oh, and then
I
he's
don't
a
have
bass,
that one.
bass player, but the old Warlock bass, but it doesn't have that awesome Warlock headstock. It's just a straight four. Still good guitar. Heavy as shit though. Hard to play. When you're on stage for over 30 minutes, you're dying trying to play this damn guitar. So I usually
You're
go with
only
one
on stage
Ibanez.
for 30 minutes? That's a pretty short set, isn't it? I mean, shouldn't you be on stage for an hour, hour and a half?
Typically, but if there's, let's say, 5-6 bands, they'll cut you down to like 35. So you
Oh.
get about 4 songs, 5 songs.
It's
Depends on the
true.
venue,
I mean,
really.
it doesn't matter. Small bands, big bands, it don't matter. If
Yeah,
you
they
go
just-
see somebody that has multiple people playing, they're going to all play less time.
Yeah, for sure. But some shows, you'll play an hour. 3-band Willie, you're playing an hour. So you better have an hour's worth of material. Don't be coming up here with 4 songs type thing. So
Hey, have you heard the new song called Barbarian? Have you heard the new song?
it depends. There's a
I've
couple.
heard it on the radio, satellite radio, a couple times. It's new. It's I think it's from AWOL Nation. Are you familiar with them? I'd never heard of them before, but they just popped on the thing. I was like, oh, it's Barbarian. So I was like, hey, it's cool. It was a pretty good song. I enjoyed it. You need to check it out.
All right. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, maybe you guys can do a cover.
I thought he was joking at first, but now I see he's really serious.
Let me check.
I did think he was joking at first, and I was waiting for the punchline.
It's a real song. It's a real song.
Huh. I've never heard it.
Barbarian. It's
okay. Yeah. Here it is.
It's pretty decent. Yeah, let's not get copyright here.
Well, they're probably not. Are they a famous band?
Well, they're on the radio. I mean, it's not like
that don't make them famous.
Okay, they're not Bon Jovi. Is that what you're asking? Okay, I mean, you know, but they played multiple times on the Alt Nation that I listened to, so it's an alternative band. So it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. That was pretty cool. I don't listen to lyrics though, so don't go by me.
Is it by Juice WRLD?
No, it's AWOL Nation.
Yeah, AWOL Nation. So it sounds kind of like.
It's not metal. It's definitely not metal. It's
okay. Well, there's another song out called "Barbarian" by Juice WRLD.
I've never heard of that one.
That's what I'm saying. Cool. There's a couple good bands. Like there's a brutal death metal band that does a great Barbarian song, and then there's Amon Amarth that does Barbarian.
Cool.
There's quite a few, but this is more of a Dave Matthews
kind of
genre. Matthews kind of thing.
Genre of music. I'm not crapping on Dave Matthews. I'm just saying that genre is I don't want to say soft rock. Mm-hmm. It's a little upbeat, a little more upbeat. I'll give it a shot. You gotta listen to the whole song. I can't just crap on it. I heard 12 seconds of it, but
the beginning's not my favorite part. The part in the middle, where they say Barbarian multiple times, that's the part I like. So that's the part I'm interested in.
Is that it?
Yeah.
There's also somebody named Little Dunk who does a song called Barbarian.
Little Dunk. That sounds like rap music to me, and I'm not interested.
Looks like rap music.
I actually like that song. That's not too bad of a song. It's the same ones that do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good song. I like that song.
Same band.
Same band.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, dude. All right. Let's see. Share referral link. Okay. All right. So, best, worst, overrated, underrated cartoons. Of course, as always, we start with the Barbarian. What time we rocking? 7:41. 7:41. You want
so I've got
get a hashtag going here?
Yep, I got 6 of them. 3 good ones and 3 bad ones. I'll alternate back and forth. You don't have to do it this way just because this is the way I chose to do it. You do however you want. I'm going to start be positive because it's not really my nature to do that, but I will. One of my favorite cartoons is Ren and Stimpy, and I love me some Ren. You know what I'm saying? Stimpy, you idiot! Every time I saw my brother, I would call him an idiot, and in the same kind of voice. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed bullying him, and I called him Stimpy. So, if you haven't seen Ren and Stimpy, it's excellent. There's a lot of bodily humor and a lot of fun stuff. It's where I get most of my comedy.
Met anybody that hasn't seen it, unless they're
It's been a long time.
Old people.
Well, no, I was thinking young people. I was thinking the alternative. It's probably been 30 years since it's been on. How long do you think it's been?
Yeah, but it's more of a cult thing. So I think the young people should have.
Like Nickelodeon, or is there even cartoon channels anymore?
Cartoon Network's around, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have any little kids anymore, so I don't know.
I don't really watch cartoons that much because I don't think they're that good anymore. But you can find a lot of this stuff on YouTube for sure. Yeah. So, but yeah, Ren and Stimpy, and of course I like Ren. Stimpy was me.
I can't remember the name some of the episodes, but I definitely remember one, Space Madness. That was one of my all-time favorite Ren and Stimpy episodes. Was the Space Madness episode. I actually have. I have the Space Madness. I just got them both. Oh man, I don't have it close. But they finally did those pops, so I got the Ren and
did they?
Stimpy.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
they got the little
I don't have
helmets
any
and
Ren
everything.
Stimpy pops.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. I got the chases and the regular first wave of Ren and Stimpy with the spots. They got the
that's
damn
cool.
spots. Love me some
Oh,
Ren
I
and Stimpy.
remember
agree.
those. I had one of those. I don't remember whatever happened.
Yeah, I never got those. Never. I don't have too many cartoon pops. Now that I think about it, I got a few, but I don't have a lot. Most of them are Marvel or Star Wars. So, anyway, all right. Well, I'll let somebody else go.
All right,
Who's next?
Yeah, it's one of the greatest cartoons. All right, I'm gonna go Transformers Beast Wars. Beast Wars, as far as I want to say, underrated. I'm not saying it's the greatest cartoon. It's not Ren and Stimpy level, like as far as it's gonna be one of those great cult classic deals. But it was the first time they kind of used the CGI with cartoons, and they were kind of experimenting with that at the time, and they went with Transformers Beast Wars. Now, it was cool because Optimus was an ape, so they did a whole crossover thing, created new characters. It was really good.
I never heard of it. I'm not familiar with it at all.
It was really cool. So Bumblebee was like a cheetah instead of Bumblebee. And,
I see.
Yeah, the characters were really cool, and then the Decepticons were pretty much dinosaurs. So you had the primals and the dinosaurs. So anybody that was an I guess you would say Autobot or that side, were all animals based, like Transformers, and then anybody from the evil side were like dinosaurs. It was pretty cool, man. It was like an alien planet. Really, really cool cartoon, and it still holds up to this day. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Beast Wars. Love
Interesting.
It. Absolutely
Beast
love
Wars.
it.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of it.
Underrated, man. Underrated.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
I mean,
And this was
I
when did this come out?
Holy smokes! When
I must think
talking about the 90s or
yeah, 90s. It was definitely 90s.
90s. Oh, okay. I thought it was older than that, but maybe not.
Well, let's see. Tampa won 2000, their first Super Bowl. So, yeah, it was late 90s, around 2000, somewhere around there. But yeah, I even bought full-on figures. I got a couple gems that I still have to this day of Beast War Transformer figures from that time.
Regular figures? You're talking about Funkos?
No, regular figures. I don't even think they had Funko back then. They might have. I mean, I can't remember.
But did Funko remake any of these? They didn't.
The Beast Wars characters?
Regular. Yeah, the Beast Wars characters.
I don't think so.
I don't know if they did or didn't.
Which they should have, because the last movie had, which I was so freaking out because they had some of the Beast Wars characters. They just kind of reinvented them, but still, when the giant ape comes out of the jungle, that movie was phenomenal. By the way, that last Transformers movie, I can't remember what it was called, but they did have some of those characters. A rhinoceros, an ape, I think a cheetah. I do believe they had the cheetah. So check it out. I don't know. It's worth a watch for sure. Underrated. Really good. What do you say, Mama J?
All right. Well, I decided I wasn't picking any superheroes and I wasn't picking any Disney characters. Okay. That only makes tons, right? So I'm going to have to say one of my favorite cartoons of all time is the Rugrats. I just love the Rugrats. Because the Rugrats is one of those few cartoons where you got to watch the kids grow up. Everybody else always stays the same age the whole time you watch it, no matter how many years. But the Rugrats, you got to watch the kids, become teenagers at one point. And, so I don't know. I just really enjoyed the Rugrats.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even knew that.
That was a little after my time. I feel like that was after my time.
It probably was after your time. I ended up watching the Rugrats when my son was little.
Okay.
And I got hooked on it. I'd be like, oh, you want to watch the Rugrats? Okay. Oh, no, that's not on right now. Only the Rugrats are on. Yes, we had the Flintstones, the Jetsons. We had all the great cartoons when I was little. The Warner Brothers ones, all of those. We had great cartoons.
Optimus Primal. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Super
Interesting.
Friends. Oh, God. Don't get me
Yeah,
started on that.
Rugrats was after my time. Of course, I don't have any children of my own, so I don't have to worry about all that. So,
I mean, I could pick cartoons from when I was a kid, but what am I going to pick? I'm going to pick the same ones everybody else liked. The Flintstones, the Jetsons.
I don't have the Flintstones. No, I didn't like the
the
Flintstones
Wacky
or the
Racers
Jetsons.
or whatever they were
pass.
called, Tailspin.
Easy pass. Let's see here. Okay. There. All right, guys. Well, it is getting close to that time. So we're going to ask you guys to drop a hashtag over there, and we'll have our lovely co-host, Mama J, pick the hashtag for this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Get lined up on here. All right.
They were reruns, and you know what? You could still watch them to today. And I'm going to tell you, there are no cartoons out there as good as the Flintstones, the Jetsons. What else was really big back then? There were tons of Yogi Bear, Popeye. No, oh yeah,
He's
come
going
on.
Hanna-Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, come on. The
Squiggly.
cartoons back when I was a kid were some of the best cartoons ever. Then they had to get all technical with the fighting and the,
G.I. Joe.
yeah, or Masters of the Universe, or
Let's go.
Otherwise known as a 30-minute commercial to buy things, because that's pretty
buy
much what it boiled down to.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, you guys, start dropping hashtags over, suggested hashtags, not any hashtags that we're talking about. You pick one, pick a hashtag, throw it in the chat, and maybe Mom and Jay will pick your hashtag. Thanks once again for hanging out with us. You can catch this madness most Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern
Tails,
on
I
Bearded
like
Barbarian Collectibles. Oh, man. Fraggle Rock or Chase's Kingdom YouTube channels. Come hang out with us, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, you guys. Hit the hashtags, and we'll be right back after this. It already started, but it starts now. It starts right now. And we're having fun. We're really having fun. All right, Mama, if you would be so kind, pick us a hashtag over there. Don't make it too
Let's put
difficult on
something
you, boy,
nice
but-
and easy so nobody gets really confused. Let's go with Cat Daddy's Tunes. Tunes.
Tunes. Hashtag
There you go. Keep it simple.
Tunes.
There you go. Tunes.
I like it. I like it. Hashtag Tunes.
I mean, I like some of the other ones, but we're just going to make it easy and simple. Because
Hashtag
would be a really good one.
Yabba dabba doo.
No, it would be spelled
Good
so
thing,
wrong so many times.
Grandpa Eric's out door dashing right now, or he'd be just
Probably is.
bombarding me right now. Fraggle Rock, my girl. Best like that's what's up, man. Fraggle Rock. Underrated.
It definitely was.
All right, Barbarian, you are next, sir.
All right, so I'm going to pick cartoons, and I picked a cartoon, and I liked the cartoon. I just didn't like the cartoon character. It was Tweety Bird. Okay, so Tweety Bird, and here's the thing. There's a number. I don't know if people know this,
Tweety
but
Bird?
Yeah. I don't know. I hated Tweety Bird. I wanted that cat to eat that friggin' bird more than anything in the world. And you know what? There's a whole series, and as I think back, there's a whole series of that same type of thing, right? It's just like Coyote, and is running after the Roadrunner, and there's Tom and Jerry. It's just like and I always rooted for the one that was always never going to get the thing to eat it. I always rooted for the thing to get, and I was thinking, I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just like, it never worked out. And it's just like, it was never going to work out. Like, they were going to eventually write one and say, okay, Tweety didn't eat in this one, and that's the end of it. It just didn't happen. But I always rooted for him.
This is a coyote's just
Just
roasting.
a coyote.
How many times does that big old thing fall on the coyote's head?
Exactly. Eventually, he's going to catch that Roadrunner, don't you think? He
You would
should have eventually won. I don't. It just never happened. It never happened. It should have. That would have made it a really good episode.
Right?
So, Tweety Bird. Just,
I hated
The
that
death
Tweety
of
Bird.
Tweety Bird.
God. He has such a big head.
He did. He was just had a head that was
That's
looking to be eaten. It was just
He
a
just
bird
has-
looking to be
Big ass
eaten.
head.
That's all.
You
Yeah,
ever
the
seen
blue
a-
head. Sylvester's only going to eat half because he's going to be full, and then the other half's going to be laying there.
It's just
He would eat it later. He would eat Tweety
The death
later.
of Tweety.
it's kind of ironic, though, right? He had a big ass head and a little bitty little body, but most birds have big body, itty bitty little head.
Yeah.
So,
That's what made him
Genius.
tasty, extra tasty. You know, there was a lot of good meat in that head. You know what I mean?
okay.
Tweety. He was always so smug. He knew he was going to get it. He was just, and then when the old lady comes back, she's going to protect me, kind of thing.
Right.
Hated that.
Reminds me of a
You
story.
think both cat lovers. So you really going to root for the bird? I mean, honestly, what are we doing here? I hate birds.
Sylvester, it's just get him that Tweety Bird.
Get that
Come
Tweety
on,
bird.
Sylvester. Get that tweet. I remember when I was, I don't know, like 10, 11 years old. I was at a park and a blue parakeet just landed out of nowhere. And we were all playing or whatever. And I'm like, there's a blue parakeet just like chilling. And I walked over and was like, hey, little guy. And he hops right up on my finger. And I'm like, okay. I got him. And I took him home. It's like, Mom, can I have a parakeet? She's like, sure. So we get him a cage, the whole thing. Well, I did have a cat. So
Oh,
the
God.
story does not end well. So,
It does if you're the cat. I have a feeling the cat.
well, I
it
guess
ended
so.
great.
So, well, we used to leave the little door open, and the cat was cool with it all the time. The little bird would come down a little thing.
I bet he
he'd
was.
walk around
Yeah.
on by the cat, and cat even walk on the cat. The cat didn't do nothing. Everything was fine. They got along great. And then I guess we decided to go see a movie. Can't remember what the movie was, but went to the movies, and we came back, and
They
there's
forgot to
just
feed the cat.
a bunch of feathers. and my sister at the time, younger than me, is like, just starts screaming and pointing, and there's just a foot with a little metal band around it, just a foot. A bunch of feathers. Everything else is gone.
Oh dear.
And the cat's over there just taking a bath.
Clean up after his meal.
So yeah, that's what happened to old. I named him Blue Lightning after the movie with the helicopter. I'm
Right.
showing my age. Blue Lightning.
No, it's Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder
Blue
was
Thunder. Blue Thunder. Lightning Thunder. Well, so much for Blue Thunder. We shouldn't have went to the movies. He was a cool
The
parakeet.
cat had found another time to eat the bird. Don't you
R.I.P.
worry.
Blue Thunder.
We had two birds that their cage was never closed, and they would fly out. Like we had a cockatiel named Jackson. She would fly out and sit on our dog. He was a golden retriever, and we had a cat that would come in and out. None of them bothered anybody back in the day. The only time you had to lock up the cockatiel was if it was dinner time, because it was her dinner time too, and whatever you had, she was going to get. And if you had spaghetti, she would dive bomb the middle of your plate. So you had to. My grandpa had her own little bowl, and he'd feed her. And then my mom got a parakeet the same way you did. It landed in our backyard, and it was blue. And we ended up calling it Bozo because it was so stupid. It kept running into the walls, and it wasn't a very bright bird. And it was a male, and the cockatiel was a female.
So
you'd see him get on her back, and he'd be jumping up and down like he was doing something, but nothing was happening. So
Well, A for effort.
A for effort.
The old A for effort.
I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? So
Ain't nothing happening. I'm
nothing
trying
happened.
though.
I tried. A for effort.
A for effort.
The messenger. No. And the bad thing was the cat was half bobcat, so he had a little hunter in him. So.
Oh yeah.
It didn't work out for that bird. So was that the
Well,
last bird you got, or did you get any more meals for the cat?
No, not until we got older. Then my mom decided to get a parrot, an African gray, which It only liked her and me, and that was it.
And they're moody. My best friend
yeah.
has one. Yeah.
They are just something.
And it will.
Oh, yeah.
She has to keep the screen door locked because when people come to the house and they knock on the door, it goes, "Come in her voice. And so she has to keep the screen door locked. But her husband, it hates her husband. Every time her husband shows up, and it'll go, "Henry's an asshole. Henry's an asshole." That's all it says.
I'm sure it learned it from the wife. Though,
That's what I said.
I had to learn it from
He
somebody.
had to learn it somewhere.
He didn't make his own assumption.
Yeah, because he would always tell the girls, "You want to take a bath? Go take a bath. You need a bath."
You need a bath.
Whoops.
You need a bath.
That parrot's a narc. He tells on everything. Tells on him.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yep. And he whistles for the dog, and the dog will come running like he's going to get treats because he thinks it's the owner because he can mimic their
Terrible.
voices. And the dog gets nothing, and he's all mad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that bird's a little jerk.
She had that bird, the African gay. I'd say about 10 years she had that bird. And finally, I was convinced her it needs to go to a bird sanctuary. He has no quality of life. He's just in a cage. Take him out every once in a while. You don't let him run around. Like if he's my bird, he'd be just hanging.
See, like my friend has an outside thing built that she can let him out in.
Yeah.
And then he's never caged.
Bird stuck in an apartment.
I don't leave the house either. I don't have that. What kind of quality of life do I have? You know what I'm saying? I feel just like the parrot.
Birds are evil.
I feel like it's good enough for him and good enough for me. We used
Survival
to have
of
a
the
cat that was
fittest.
inside, and I opened the door to let the cat out. The cat refused to go. He's like, "Hell no!"
It will kill their competition.
Birds are vicious. I swear to God, because a lot of times in Florida we have bird seasons. It's a couple times a year, but there'll be baby birds everywhere. Like I'll be walking, there's a baby bird. Pick them up, put them back in the nest. It's the old wives' tale. Oh, well, you can't put a baby because it smells like a human. Okay, no, that's BS. You can put the bird back in its nest. It's fine. But I had one bird where it fell out of the nest, couldn't find the nest. So I kind of made a little nest and stuck it in a little corner. And I was feeding him, a syringe with mashed up bugs and everything. I was giving him food for about 2 days. And then he kept jumping out of the nest. I'd find him in the backyard. But one day I walked out there had been like 5 or 6 birds just beating the hell out of him. Just like, what? It's just a baby bird. And it would cry and open its mouth like, "Feed me." And they were just like, "No, die." They were just beating the hell out of it. So I ended up putting him in a little cage. I think I had him about 3 months till he was actually after his fledgling. They lose all their little fledgling feathers. He was actually he started to fly. I was like, okay, time to go. And off he went, man. So hopefully he survived. But yeah, they're mean to each other. Birds hate each other. They just hate each other.
I saw a video one time of where that happened. They let the little bird go and the bird went, and then all of a sudden there was a hawk that came down and snatched the bird as soon as it left their hands. I was like, that's terrible. That was just the worst.
One of my favorite videos, the 2 birds in the trees. "Hey, what's your name?" "What? What's your name?" "Carl." "F you, Carl." Like, "What? F you. You know what I did last night?" "Don't you say it." "You know what I did?" "Don't say it." "You see that fire over there?" "Yeah." "Don't do it. Don't talk about my mother." "I did your mother by that fire." Just random birds and trees yelling at each other. It's one of the best things. I swear to God, I laughed way too hard at that. I swear to God.
Brother.
So my next, I know. Well, Mama J said she wouldn't bring up Disney characters, but I'm going straight.
Yeah, you
Stitch
did.
is way overrated. Right? Screw Stitch. I think it's stupid. That's the worst alien. Stupid Stitch. What's Stitch? I just don't like it. I don't like the concept of it. I'm not a fan.
You know
of
what?
Stitch. I got one pop because I thought it might be
out.
worth money. It's not. It's not worth money. It's garbage. Stitch is garbage. And okay, they're doing this new animated live action blah blah movie. Oh, it's gonna make Stitch even better. No, it's not. It's not. It's absolutely
No,
not.
they usually ruin it. He usually ruins it.
You flooded the market with the crap, and now it's everywhere. And
that's
you're just,
the problem. When Stitch first came out, Stitch was really cute, and everybody. I mean, there's still some huge Stitch fans, but the thing is, it's like everywhere you turn, there's Stitch.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah. Don't like it. Overrated.
That's Disney. That's Disney's fault. They just milk something until the sun's dead.
Because you know what? Stitch was one of those characters from little kids to full-grown adults that love Stitch.
Mm.
So
Why? Because he surfs. He's like a koala bear with ears that are long instead of round. Like, he looked like a koala bear to me. I'm like, okay, it looks like a koala. But he's blue. You're trying to use the cuteness of a koala and make it an alien that has gnarly teeth, the long ears like a bunny. You're trying to squeeze all these cute things into one, and it's not working for me. I just don't like Stitch.
Well, that's what happened to me. That's
overrated.
I'm all these cute things into one, and it works out for me. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm a bit of an alien. So there you go.
Where's my overrated media thing? There we go. Overrated.
I never saw it. My wife loves. She has one of those deluxe Stitches with all the little things on it. It's just like it's in the. I don't know. It cost me $40 or whatever it was, but she loves it. She loves that pop.
Oh my god, he's like Stitch Island.
I don't know. He's got like all these little creatures on him. I don't know what the heck it is.
Because it's like, is a Hawaiian like aloha? It's Stitch. He's always. I guess
look at the kitty.
Is that the?
Yeah, this is
the baby.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's getting bigger. Look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. She's still skinny.
She's still little compared to the other ones, yes, but she's getting bigger. She no longer fits in one hand anymore.
All right, well, what do you got for your next overrated, underrated, best all-time?
Well, I'm gonna go with overrated, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this.
Oh God, here we go.
I think The Simpsons are overrated.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
And here's what I'm going to say. I watched The Simpsons when they first started. When was that? That was when they were less than 5 minutes long an episode at the end of Tracy Ullman's show. And I watched The Simpsons for years. And even when they first came out, I was Simpson obsessed. But then it was like everywhere you turned, everything was Simpsons. And Simpsons, and how long? I mean, Bart has been the same age for 30 years.
Well, they don't want him to grow up. I mean, he wouldn't be a kid anymore. That'd be weird. How would he live at home when he's that age? I mean, what are we doing? Homer would be dead.
Know, but
if you aged Homer, he'd be dead. He was old when he started.
I just think The Simpsons are overrated. And like I said, I was a huge fan when they first started. But then they just kept going, and it was just too much.
Well, we got to give them. She says overrated.
Ouch. I don't know.
Ouch. I think I lost interest after the video game.
I played the video game when he was on the skateboard. I loved that game.
Right around that time is when it started turning for me.
That was about time too that I just kind of afterwards slowly started back.
Well, you know, they changed because originally Bart was supposed to be the main character, but it became Homer as the main character. So because he was more popular than Bart was. So
more adults watched than kids.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
For
more people that watched looked like Homer than Bart. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's okay, because I got lots of good overrated ones that people are just gonna love me for.
I love The Simpsons.
Every Canadian ever.
South
Park stops
when they first started.
Oh God, here.
I've never watched South Park, so I can't say that.
I got a buddy of mine. He's like, even the newer episodes. Did you watch South Park? And I tell him every time, nope. I don't watch South Park.
I don't watch South Park.
And then it'll be 2-3 weeks later, he'll be hanging out. Did you see the episode of South Park last night? Again, no. I don't watch South for like years. He'll ask me, did you see South Park? Nope. Sure shit didn't. It was okay at first, but then the humor kind of wore off after a little bit. I mean,
did it?
Just,
that's harsh.
the Kenny thing.
I mean, they broke down walls, man. They broke down serious walls.
I'm sure if I watched it now, some of the newer episodes, I'd probably enjoy them. But
I like the special episodes, like where they did the thing about against Disney and they let them have it. You know,
yeah,
what I mean,
I watched the
good
little
stuff.
clips. They're funny. The clips
good
are
stuff.
funny. So I'm sure I would actually enjoy it, but I don't like range my TV time to that.
No,
because
me
I have
neither.
other
I
stuff
don't
to
watch
watch.
that many cartoons anymore.
Like, I don't know, Handmaid's Tale. I'm watching that right now, and it's amazing. I love it.
Oh,
Good stuff. Good stuff. But no, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't watch cartoons really much anymore.
I don't really watch cartoons now, so.
Well, I mean, the new Star Wars Visions is pretty fire, man. I just gotta say, oh my god,
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, and I
I
love
can't
the
get
fact
into
that
cartoons.
each episode is a different animator or director. and
That's
they
cool.
Just do a different thing with their vision of Star Wars. So it's very cool. Very cool.
That makes
to
it
check out.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Especially the like samurai Japanese version was really sick. It was really cool. Oh man, Japanese style swords, but lightsabers. So they still had the. I don't know.
Right.
Go check it out for yourself. It's pretty fire.
Nice.
Pretty fire. You guys. Hashtag tunes. We got
How we
9
doing
down
on
here.
our giveaway? How we doing on
we
that?
got we got full house. No new. Oh, Gambiz Gallard. All right, who changed their name? Are you new viewer? Because I did not recognize that. Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging
Appreciate
out
you
with us.
coming.
It
Come
is
here.
the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. Right now, we're
Mhm.
discussing best overrated or best overrated, underrated
Cartoons.
TV cartoon characters or TV shows. Like,
We try
So
to
we're
keep it
running
open
the gamut.
because
Yeah.
give flexibility for people.
right, a little flexibility.
Little flexibility.
So, that is tonight's subject.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. So, okay, Mama J went last, so it's back to you, Barbara.
Back to me. Alrighty. The next one I had for a good. Well, I'll skip good. Good's not my favorite. The next bad one I had was Scrappy. Scrappy Doo. Whenever Scrappy Doo showed up on Scooby Doo,
no.
I used to love Scooby Doo.
Scrappy.
I want to see who was the next person
Not
on
a
there.
fan.
Even when they're like Globetrotters came on and stuff like, all of a sudden Scrappy Doo's on. Immediately clicked it off. He ruined it. Absolutely ruined my episode. So,
Wow.
but I do love Scooby Doo. It's just Scrappy Doo was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Ruined it. Didn't you think?
I tend to agree.
Didn't like Scrappy
Tend to
Doo.
agree. Well,
He wasn't in a
I
lot
would
of
say-
episodes. I was grateful. I think they learned their lesson.
overrated.
But
Overrated.
Yeah.
He gets the
he was a
overrated.
bum. He was a bum.
Scrappy Doo.
I used to love Scooby Doo. Every time I got fooled every time by this thing. Is like, okay, they caught the guy and they pull his mask off, and it was another person. Every time I didn't realize it was the other person.
If it wasn't for those stupid kids.
It was one of those darn
Right.
kids.
I would agree. What do you think, Mama? Do you agree? Scrappy Doo, overrated.
Yeah,
think?
I was never a huge Scooby fan, but
No.
my son was, so we watched a lot of Scooby Doo. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I liked the cousin, the goofy one.
The one.
cousin?
Ooh, with the-
Scooby Dumb or something, or Scrappy.
Oh, God. I don't know that I like that one either. I like the regular thing. Just leave it alone, okay? Something successful.
Why
and
does
then
he
when
have
it
to have
tinker- why would-
relatives?
Yeah, why do you have to have all those darn relatives?
All right. So we're going to go. All right. I want to go. All right. One of my all-time favorite cartoon characters was Garfield growing up. When I was a kid, I used to draw Garfield cartoon strips. And, Garfield and Odie was my everything. And then all of a sudden they introduced Nermal. Anybody remember Nermal?
Yeah, I do.
I hated Nermal. I just thought that is the worst. He's just gonna come in and steal everybody's thunder. Oh, everybody loves Nermal now. Nobody gives any attention to Odie or Garfield. They just get their crap into the stick. It's all about Nermal.
Poor Garfield.
I hated the stupid Nermal from Garfield. That was
My mother
horrible.
still has this mug tree, is what they were called. Like you used to hang your mugs on.
Yep.
And it had Garfield at the top. And she still has the whole set of Garfield mugs that hang on it from like
There
the
you go.
70s.
Nice. Wow. I still got my Garfield McDonald's mugs. Little
Really?
Garfield's cartoon strip that you can only get from McDonald's. I got the set of, I think it's 4 or 6, but I got them all.
There you go.
Up in my cabinet. And every once in a while, I just, look at my little Garfield. I put them right back. I never use them. They're just there to admire.
They'll wear off if you do, I'm sure.
Yeah, my mom doesn't use the Garfield
Definitely don't
ones
throw them in
either.
the
They just
washer.
sit on display. But since I was a little kid, they've never been used. They've always just sat on display. I remember my
That is
grandmother bought it for my mom, and my mom's like, "Why do I need that many coffee cups?" That's what she's thinking, right? So it sat there on display, but she liked Garfield, and to this day, it still sits out on display.
Garfield. I used to buy those books. They were like these long, kind of wide books, and they had like the strips in them, and they would just kind of collect all the strips. I used to get the Garfield books. I had a bunch of them.
What? God is great hanging out. Good to see you, man.
Appreciate you coming.
Good to see you. What does this say? Hold on. What do you
Caveman with Oprah.
you mix?
Phantom of the Caveman. Oh yeah.
We haven't done dad jokes yet. You gotta wait for dad jokes. You can't just pop in with that.
I'm sure the paint on those cups is toxic.
It probably is.
A little lead in there.
Paint.
I was watching this guy. I don't know how I came across this channel, but he goes to thrift stores with this pin, and you tap the pin on it, and then you shine a light, and it turns a certain color if there's lead in the item. And he goes and he shows all this stuff in the thrift store.
No, I can't watch that.
full of lead.
Freak out. You gotta,
It's not good.
you'd be completely freaked out.
I'm just like, oh
Every
my
time you
God,
go to the
this is why I
store.
don't buy things like that at the thrift store. The only thing I buy at the thrift store is vinyl albums.
Yeah, don't go to no thrift stores.
The paint on those number 2 pencils were probably lead-based paint. I remember chewing on my pencils as a child. It was one of the things I always did. That probably explains a lot. It probably does.
Teeth marks.
I always had teeth marks on my pencil. That's the way I knew that they were my pencil. If somebody stole my pencil, I was like, my teeth marks are on that
They'd be
pencil.
like, we don't want it
Yeah.
here.
I had that in my mouth. Ew.
Not in my mouth.
Just give it to you right away. Ew, here. Have it
They're
back.
like, can I borrow it? Never mind.
I also used to like to stick it in my ear, the pencil eraser in my ear.
Oh, and then you
One
put it
time I
in
did
your
that and
mouth?
pulled it out, and the eraser was stuck in there, and I had a hell of a
Still
time trying to
stuck
get it out. That's how you know you have a good friend, because you're like, I got a little bit of a problem. I had to get a spotter to see if they could get it out of there. It was like, how are we going to get it out? I remember having a discussion, so we had to sharpen the pencil, because you had to use the pencil end to dig the thing out. It was almost a pierced thing there. We almost had problems.
Going in with the tweezers.
No, we didn't have tweezers. This was at school. I mean, I couldn't hear out of my right ear. I was just like, it was just like he's going in there with the pencil. And I was like,
What
look,
if
be
he
careful.
would
Don't.
have missed and got your eardrum or something?
I know. Well, I was a child. I mean, this didn't happen recently. I didn't say this happened last week. I'm just
Try to
saying this
stab it and pull it out.
Yeah,
What do
you
mean
put the thing in,
stab?
and the eraser came off, and so they had to use the sharpened end to get in there to pop it out. And just like, they lost a bit of the tip on there. I was like, now I got to put the tip
There's a
and the
certain
eraser. in there.
generation that don't. They're like, what pencil? I mean, we're showing our age here. We used to take the pencil, get the eraser out, and then you take that in and like smash it down, roll, and then it was a weapon.
Yeah.
Then you could.
Well, I used to.
Talking
How we had
about
to-
these right
You'd
here.
hold the pencil and then you flick the pencil and try to cut it in half.
There you go. This one's not
There it is.
sharpened though.
There you go.
Oh man.
I used to get that sharpener. I'd go in there and grind it. And one of the things I used to go up because I was one of the bad kids in class, I'd go up there and wait for the teacher to start talking, and then I'd run the thing because it was one of those loud ass things, and then I would stop. And he would look at me. I was like, I'm just sharpening my pencil. And so he's like, so he's waiting for me to continue. So I'm just waiting for him to start talking again. And then as soon as he started talking, he's like, will you go sit down?
I used to tell
a
us
lot
we
of
had to
sharpening my
sharpen our
pencil
pencils
in
before class
detention.
started.
I did a lot of it in detention later because that's where I ended up a lot of times. So yeah.
He's over there with the hand crank pencil.
The hand crank. That's what I used to do. You don't remember those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Ledford, I'm gonna need you to empty out all the pencil shavings from the hand cranking pencil sharpener. Because you sat there for 5 minutes until your pencil was about that big.
I used to have to clean the erasers. That was another thing. When you're in detention, you're cleaning the erasers, boom, 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 like this. So I would clean the boards off and get them all filled with
good for your lungs.
It would be me. It would be me and this other kid, and I'd haul off and throw it at him and hit him in the back. And there's all these marks all over his back from all the chalk erasers. That was lots of fun. But yeah, it was probably toxic too because all that smoke would get in your lungs.
All that. Everything we did was toxic.
Well, you know darn well the toys at the playground had lead paint on them, and those metal slides had nothing to protect you from the heat as you slid down.
That's right. Mm-hmm. They're all chipping with paint. All that rotating thing with the arms on it was all chipped with paint, and that's the only thing you could hold on to when everyone was spinning it.
Oh, God.
Good fun.
Smash that button.
The good old days,
appreciate
right?
you, Willie. The good old days. All right. Well, I think I ended with normal.
Normal.
Mama J.
So let's see. I think I'm on a good one.
Pick this hashtag here in a
No,
minute.
you can pick whichever one. You can do a good one or a bad one. Your call.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I think. I mean, I know it was big during its small time, but I just think that Daria was very underrated. I love Daria. Okay. Daria was one of the best cartoons on MTV. I know that a lot of people liked Beavis and Butthead.
I love Beavis
but
and
I
Butthead.
liked Daria.
I liked it when they called her diarrhea.
Man.
I liked it when they called her diarrhea.
Yeah, I just loved
Daria.
That was one of my favorite all-time cartoons. And and you know, obviously didn't watch it as a kid, you know.
Daria.
But yeah, I mean, when I have a Daria pop, I think they only released
Oh, I didn't
Daria.
know they made a Daria
Well, they
pop.
did.
That's
They
cool.
did a second run on
I
it,
had
but
no
I only
idea.
got the very first one. 'Cause they did a
that's
second
definitely
drop.
not
And
something.
They did Daria, her best friend.
How many
like 3 or
seasons
4
did
of
they get out of that? Did they get any season? I thought it was only like a one-season thing.
It
Did it go on
wasn't
for a
very
couple
long. I think it was only like 1 or 2 seasons, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking.
just know that I still watch the reruns off and on.
Yeah, I loved it when they called her diarrhea.
I don't
That
see
was
a
my
lot
favorite thing.
of guys liking Daria.
Actually,
So
Daria
I'm
had
definitely-
5 seasons.
Really?
I might
Jeez.
have watched 1 or 2 episodes max.
Oh no, I watched them all, you know. But
So is it a beauty? Where's that? Is it a Princess Bride situation where I need to go watch
you
this
know,
movie?
Have you seen Princess Bride yet?
No, it's right
I
here.
sent him the movie
I got
and a
she sent me.
blanket to cuddle
It's
in.
a short movie. What
Yeah,
is wrong
and I
with
have
you?
to cuddle with the damn blanket.
I gave
You
him
know
a
what the
blanket to
shitty
cuddle
thing is?
in
The
and a
shitty
movie.
thing of all, the blanket's damn comfortable, man. I can't quit using
That
it.
blanket,
And it's
yeah.
got this big ass Princess Bride on it.
There you
But
go.
it is the most comfortable
This is
damn
what
blanket
you put
in
the
this house.
camera on yourself. You put the
Swear to
movie
God.
on. You cuddle under the blanket and you watch it
I
and
ended
react.
up with 3 of those damn blankets. So
I'll send. Maybe I'll send you a clip, a comedy
Keaton got
clip.
one because they got a fun box,
of
and
me
then the
watching
other
this
one
damn
actually
thing.
got folded up, and the kitty has it.
It is amazing. It is like the soft. It's like
It is
sleeping.
really soft.
It is just rabbit fur. It's just like the softest thing ever. I swear.
Is
But
it
it
real
does have a
rabbit fur?
big Princess
I
Bride.
don't know. It
It's
feels
not-
that damn soft
It's
though.
not rabbit fur.
Oh.
I would
Oh,
It's
never,
on my-
never.
It's in my big chair and it's just comfy as hell. The wife tried to steal it like multiple times. Hey, where's my blanket? Oh, I was using. Don't use my blanket. I gave her crap for it. That's my blanket.
Well, so
Not
you
cool.
can cuddle with your wife under the blanket and watch.
There you go.
movie.
Wow.
Hey.
Then I'll never get to the movie.
She said cuddle. Okay, there's a difference.
Wow. You're asking a man to cuddle. That's a
I didn't
big
say
ask.
canoodle.
That's right.
I couldn't doodle.
Canoodle.
You're driving your car and you turn asleep.
But yeah, I would say
Oh
Daria.
God, that's good Lord. All right, all right. You about ready for this hashtag, my man?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Welcome once again to the Barbarian Horror Variety Show. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. 7 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights. We'll go with this one. You guys are always awesome. And I don't know who we got scheduled for next week, but I'm going to reach out since JKL and Mr. Ray's are just ghosting us. I think JKL, well,
Big
JKL, he's busy training. He's training for some kind of marathon.
The thrust
So,
of
you
it.
know, it's the thrust event. And
Thrust event.
the
He
New
doesn't
York
want to come in
City
second.
thrust
He's
event.
not trying for second. He's going for
No,
first place.
no. And if you see Rays, don't spook them. Don't sneak. You know, hey, don't. You'll scare them. You'll scare them. So you know, snap a picture, send it over, DM me. I seen him. I know he exists. You know, maybe you'll see
We'll
him.
put him
next
on the
week.
side of a milk carton and
reach
make
out to-
sure that he's not missing.
Probably out hanging.
Reach
with
out to a couple
Bigfoot or
horde
something.
members.
Either one
Maybe
of them
quick
will
draw.
be down.
Maybe quick draw. Unless the band kidnaps him. You never know. Power Seeker might kidnap him for a weekend. You never know. So maybe you get quick draw next week.
I
don't
thought the
know,
band
so-
broke up. Didn't he tell me the band broke up or something?
The
What
band
happened?
broke. Well, I mean, people get eaten by certain aliens, and you have to replace them, and
I
it's the
see.
whole thing. So they got to
Okay.
go planet to planet
What do I
looking
know?
for other people. So it could be a whole thing. So,
I see.
so tune in next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for an all new Barbarian Horde Variety Show. Thanks once again for hanging out with us. Have you hit that thumbs up? You better right now, because we're about to pick that hashtag. Let's go, Barbarian Horde. All righty.
Let's do
Hashtag
it.
tunes. Hashtag tunes. 10 entries.
Suck.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. The real
The
James.
real
Real
James.
James. Wow. Lucky dude.
You
Lucky
could have
dude.
saved somebody.
The way it always
Sent.
works,
The other
though.
two are sent. They're already gone. So I don't have. I'm
Right
back to
the
even
same
again.
spot.
I got nothing. I don't know any. Well, I will now. But
Give him
I
some
didn't.
lightning then. Maybe light him on fire. I don't know. Give him the clap. Give him the clap. There you go.
All right.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm. All right, got some new ones
All right,
up there. Obviously, got a new
Caterpillar.
mystery box. Caterpillar's new, and Edna Mode is new.
Oh man. Now, how are you going to fit in all the pops that I sent you? I mean,
I'll
that's
have to move some off. Some of them have been up there for a while. I'll have to move some of them marble pops down. I have some
Somebody's-
behind that I've pulled back too. So, but yeah, I'll move some things around. Don't you worry.
They're going to get the axe. They're going to get the axe.
Caterpillar. All right.
Caterpillar.
Cool one. That one used to have some real value.
It
It's come
did.
down.
I don't know if it
Good
still
one,
does,
huh?
but it did for a while.
No, it was a cool
Alice in
one.
Wonderland Caterpillar. All right.
All right, appreciate it. Just
Okay.
remind me which one you got, and make sure you get. I think you sent. Well, I've sent you things recently, so I assume you got those things. If you did, I have your address. So, but
If
just
you did
remind
it,
me,
you
anyway. I
better get
appreciate it.
And if he actually opens the box that I sent him, maybe you get some Chase's Kingdom stickers in there as well. So we definitely appreciate you hanging out, Willie. James, Willie, I mean, do we just go JW? What's the current?
No, it's RJW. It's real James. You can't do
Real.
we don't
The
want
real,
fake
I'm
James
still
here.
waiting for the fake guy to hang out. The fake James
He's gonna
Willie.
show,
Somebody
he's
one
gonna
day.
show up.
He's going to show up
gonna-
one day.
Is he did, what was he kicking? If you were kicking a moose, what was he kicking? A bear, or what was the fake James
It
doing?
was the opposite of a moose.
What's the opposite of move? A mouse. Is that what it is?
Mouse.
A mouse?
Kicking a mouse?
Rocky
Oh,
and
man.
Bullwinkle. It's a Rocky Bullwinkle kind of a situation going on.
Some kind of Disney hater, huh?
Disney hater.
Don't be kicking the mouse. Mickey come after you.
Mm-hmm.
Just told me. Oh, wait a minute. What's he saying?
The space clap. Damn.
He's gonna have a Jeep with the flag on. Yeah, the old gift that keeps on giving. The old space clap.
No space
Nothing
clap.
worse. Nothing worse.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs to hit up old James T. Kirk, and I'll give you the remedy for that. I'm sure he's had his his run-ins with that.
I bet.
All right. Where's our...
You might be able to reach out to Katy Perry too. She might be able to help you.
oh.
You're talking about the astronaut, Katy Perry?
Yeah.
the astronaut.
Yeah, the
She's an
astronaut. Katy Perry.
You didn't know she was an astronaut now?
We never even left the planet. The
Oh,
astronaut.
but she kissed the ground when she got off the
Oh,
little
she did.
thing.
She really did.
Little mouthful of dirt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed a video of her looking into the camera instead of looking out the window.
Something trashy. I'm sorry.
Ridiculous. I saw this guy reacting to her whole thing. She spent the entire time looking into the camera while everyone else was looking out the window,
That's
Looking
what
out the
surprised.
windows.
staring at herself.
Listen, I seen a clip of her. I guess she's on tour or something. Because
Yeah.
I know she left American Idol, and so I guess she's out trying to do, because all these women want to be the next Taylor Swift, so they're all out there
Right.
trying to get their big tours going, right?
Mhm.
And this woman was on stage singing to a turd in the toilet that had a piece of corn hanging out of its mouth.
Wait, you
What's
can't
happening?
say out of its mouth. Wait a minute, I'm lost now.
Some Mr. Hanky kind of a situation from.
Kind of that, yeah.
South
And she
Park.
was singing and
Singing
twerking
to
and dancing with the turd.
A piece of corn.
That's what Mr.
And I
Hanky
didn't
used to
know,
do,
because
right?
at one point she reaches up and tugs on the yellow thing, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I read the comments. It's a piece of corn.
What the hell? This is what's entertaining to people these days.
This is what
Wow.
Katy Perry left the voice for, was to go twerk with a turd.
Yeah. Well,
The turd tour.
I haven't seen American Idol in a while. I might have
Turd.
fallen off a lot. I don't know.
2025 tour.
I mean, and to top it all off, to have a piece of corn where its mouth is.
Well, you eat a lot of corn. That's what happens. I mean, I have a tendency to eat a lot of corn myself, so I
It just
understand.
gets through the
Yeah,
gambit
corn
without.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
corn
also
peanuts.
kissed a
I hear,
girl and
buddy.
liked it. That is true.
God, man.
She definitely did.
It's too much.
Oh my God.
Crazy stuff. All right, what's next? Who's next? So who went last? Mama J, or did
Mama
you?
J.
You just
Is
went,
it my
right?
turn again?
No, I don't know. Didn't you
Oh,
just
I
go,
was
or
like,
you
I don't
went?
think it's my turn.
Yeah, you went
I
last.
said Dari.
Yeah, she went, and then we pulled. So it is on you, sir.
Oh, all right.
It's
Well,
on you, sir.
Another one I was going to say, and it's sort of in the same. It's Velma. Okay. Now I never used to hate Velma,
Velma.
but when they remade
Scooby-Doo?
Velma, they.
Velma?
All of his characters are Scooby-Doo
Porch.
characters.
Well, it's like I said, I never had an issue with Velma. I just thought she was, a young lesbian about town. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know what the deal was, and I'm fine with that. That's fine. You know what I mean? That's no problem. But she just completely ruined it after they remade her and put her in that show, and just like they burned Scooby to the ground. It was just so wrong. Why do people have to do stuff like that? They bring them back in order to destroy the thing that they people used to love, and they did it to the people that wanted it to be good. I didn't understand it. It's sad. Very
Well, I
sad.
did enjoy Scooby Doo and Kiss at the circus or the carnival, wherever they were. You don't remember
Why
that
did
one?
Scooby? I don't remember
the
that one.
carnival.
Yeah, it was Scooby Doo and Kiss.
Interesting. Anyway,
That's
so
old school.
yeah, that was unfortunate. Did you see Velma? I saw like one half of one episode and I was done.
I
immediately
didn't watch
done.
it. No, I haven't watched it.
It was a mistake.
I never saw Velma.
I don't know.
Few did. I assure you, very few did.
So it probably is not going to get a second season.
Yeah, I think they immediately said that was it. They were planning on a second season.
It didn't even make it through the full season. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's happened with some shows.
For
They
sure.
pull it halfway through.
For sure.
Yeah. It was not good.
I can't believe
Bad
that
news.
actually happened. Velma.
Velma.
Okay. Whoever thought of that immediately fired.
Why would you pick out of
Whoever
all?
should.
Let's do a show about Thelma. Why?
I didn't understand. She was the least interesting of all the characters. I didn't understand. I mean, I don't know. She was okay. I didn't have any issues with her, but I just thought it was weird.
Go to easy. I mean, knock out of the park. Here's the baseball. Would be Shaggy.
Yeah, well, do a show on somebody.
What was he doing in middle school?
I'm assuming they didn't want to put Scooby in there, so they didn't do
Right.
Shaggy.
So
But-
Shaggy
Put
before
Scooby in
Scooby. What was Shaggy
Shaggy
doing
was
before
in
Scooby?
there. They didn't call him Shaggy. They changed his name, and I mean,
Sean.
They just messed everything up. It was crazy. I didn't understand what the heck they were doing. It was so weird.
Yeah, swinging
that's
for the
funny.
fences. Oh my god.
Crazy.
all right.
So she ruined it.
Wow,
Sorry.
I didn't even know that existed. So
I knew it
See, I
existed,
learned
and
something
I
every
thought
show.
about watching
Oh,
it,
I
and it never drew enough interest to get me over there to watch it.
The only people that watch were hate watching it because you heard about what it was going to be, and then you're like, "Am I going to watch this thing knowing that it's going to completely crap on
That wasn't-
the source material?"
just straight up
And then you're
old
like, "No," but
school
then I was like, "Well, I'm going to give it a shot."
Jonesy and the Pussycat style, like how are we going?
No, the
That's how
Josie and the
cartoon-
Pussycats were good. Yeah, I liked Josie
But
and
same
the
style
Pussycats.
cartoon though, like if you
I
stuck
don't think
in
it was
that
a cartoon. It was a TV show.
Well, it was real life. It was a
Yeah,
live
it wasn't a
action.
cartoon. It was a real life TV show.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, they had
So
some
technically, it
chick
wasn't a
playing
cartoon,
Velma.
but she was a cartoon in the original. It's just they
All right.
undid it. They undid it.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Silly.
a cartoon. It was like I think it came out
Oh,
maybe
man.
a
Couple
year
years ago.
ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe it might have been a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, right around the
gonna
same time Wednesday.
Don't watch
came out.
it.
It was
Don't
like
watch
they
unless
did a
you want to be
Wednesday,
angry.
And then after Wednesday, they went and wanted to do Thelma, and that didn't work.
It might not even be up there anymore. It might be gone.
Yeah, I
now.
don't know.
I don't even know that it's up there anymore.
What? Those peanuts.
He's talking about
Yeah.
the corn and the peanuts when you eat
Corn
them.
and peanuts.
Damn corn and peanuts. I don't know if it's gonna make some people maybe a little aggravated if they catch this on the rewind or not. But overrated, I'm going Alf.
Ow!
What? Alf's not a cartoon. Are you talking about the
Overrated.
cartoon version? Oh
There
yeah, I
was
remember
a
the cartoon.
cartoon version of
Okay.
Alf.
You know
The
the
whole
Luau
concept.
is a big Alf fan. He just
I
picked
love
Alf
it. I
for
love
his
the regular
swap box theme, and you go watch his swap box video for the last swap. It's all Alf related stuff.
Is
I
it?
love
It
Alf was my
totally
favorite
sounds-
show. It went for
He
one
chose
time.
Alf as his fandom.
I loved Alf, but I didn't like the cartoon. They made it into a cartoon, and I
into a
didn't like that.
It
cartoon.
was
I do
so
remember
bad.
that.
The
I
cartoon was so bad. It was so horrible. You went from like a live action puppet type,
To a cartoon. Yeah, I remember him as
to a
I didn't
cartoon,
like the
and it was so bad. It was so bad. So I'm going with the Alf cartoon. Definitely worst of the worst cartoons. Don't go watch it. Don't even research it. It is garbage. That's what I'm going with. Alf.
Yeah, I loved Alf. The
I'm
like the
sorry.
radio
I
show.
liked Alf the TV show.
He ate
Yeah.
I
cats.
didn't watch the cartoon.
Not cool.
Yeah, he ate
He
cats.
never ate a cat on TV. That didn't happen. He tried,
Not
but he
cool.
never worked.
This
He did.
smart ass alien. It was a little ridiculous, over the top.
He was no ET. No.
I actually wrote to Alf, like remember back in the
Oh
days
my
when you could
God.
write to things like the
Yeah.
fan club, and they send you a card and it had a thing on it.
No.
And I was showing it off to all my friends. I was like, "Hey, check it out, blah blah blah," and they're like, "That's not real. That's a stamp." It's like I was like, "No," I was convinced. I was trying to convince them that Alf had actually signed this. Of course, he's a puppet, but I just like. And they're like, "No, that's not the case." And then I sent another one, and I got another card, and they were identical. Like, so that I like held them next to each other. That's the only way I could determine.
Does Bearded Barbarian ever give you the concept of him growing up? He was kind of like Ralphie from Christmas Story.
No, it was nothing. This was when I was young. It's not like last week or anything. You know what I mean? This was at least 6 months ago.
Excuse me, that when he was a kid, he was kind of like Ralphie.
No, they did tease me, treated me shabby.
Overrated Alf is overrated.
He's not. I have an Alf doll in the other room.
I know.
One of my
poor
favorite
Al.
That is ridiculous.
I do.
It's like
It's awesome.
the most ridiculous thing ever. This alien thing. I like the whole show, all of it. So I don't know, man. I just say, Lou Al's gonna be like, "You sons of bitches."
It was at one time for a couple of years. It was like the #1 show on television. It really was the #1 show on like whatever years, 83 or 84, whatever it was on.
Sure was.
It was
Yeah,
excellent.
so is Punky Brewster, but we're not talking about her, are we?
I didn't care for Punky.
Don't be picking on Punky.
on Punky.
Punky. Hey, you see the yeah, you definitely don't want to pick on Buddy. You ever seen some of the photos? I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's funny because when she grew up, all the boys were like, "I'm not watching Punky Brewster," and then as they become teenagers and adults, they're like, "Oh, look at Punky."
Hey now. Oh, Punky gave me the hey now.
Right? Harry and the Hendersons.
Whoa, hey now.
I know. Exactly.
Him and his damn Wham song. I don't.
Wham.
You gotta give it the romance.
You think Wham is romantic?
Well, you put it in that the sexy vibe.
Yeah.
You get the sexy vibe. Come on.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Wham, you know what I think of? I think of George Michael getting busted in the bathroom.
No, that's wrong. It only happened twice.
To each their own. I mean, it's still sexy. It's got
It only
something
happened
kind of
once.
sexy
The other
about that.
time was Pee Wee Herman in the
I'm just
movie.
saying.
The thing gets you is like, I remember back in those days, I was thinking George Michael could get any woman he wants, and then you really
Right?
find out he didn't really care for
want
me.
any of those
It was
women.
never a thing that he wanted, and that's how.
Makes it even more enticing.
No.
It's can you make him switch sides? I don't know, but it's worth a try. Harry and the Hendersons. Oh my God.
Poor
That was a
Harry.
good show, but it wasn't a cartoon. But it was
No
still a good
cartoon.
show.
Wasn't a cartoon. It was a good.
That was
It was a good movie.
ridiculous. Come on.
So it's
He's
my
a-
turn again.
Literally rip everybody's arms off and beat them with them.
So let's see. I have two choices I'm thinking of for what I find should be overrated. And I know
Oh,
that they're going to
Let's go.
upset people no matter which one I choose.
Well, I'm sure
So I'm
that's.
going
our
to
favorite
choose the
thing
one
to
that
do.
I just really dislike the most, and that's Family Guy.
oh,
I do
Oh,
not
come on.
like
Are you
Family
serious?
Guy. I think Family Guy is rude, vulgar, and should not be like that
That's
as a
why I
cartoon.
love it. That's my
Should not
favorite
be
part
like that
about
as
it.
a cartoon. It drew too many kids to want to
Explosions.
watch it when they should not be watching it, and they were putting it on at times that kids were awake instead of putting it on later.
That's
when
how
they
kids
weren't.
grow up. This is how they learn stuff.
No, I found Family Guy to be one of the worst things on TV at the time.
I love it. I love it.
And Stewie, oh my God, if Stewie was my child,
Stewie
I'd
was
duct tape
amazing.
him to the wall and put tape over his mouth.
Stewie was amazing.
Mommy, 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 mommy.
Yeah, it's hard to pick because like the dog was pretty. I don't
Dog
know.
was good.
The dog was probably my favorite thing out of the whole show.
Between the dog and
The
Stewie,
sister,
like, they kinda made the
older
show.
I mean, it was all just, yeah, I don't know. And Lois,
All right.
Lois,
So are we saying
wasn't
overrated?
Well,
No.
yeah,
Going
very
No way.
overrated. And
No
when
way.
Lois was
Really?
at home, I swear she was out on Hollywood and Vine.
She's saying overrated.
No way.
Oh,
It was
Family
amazing.
Guy overrated.
I love her. That's probably my
And they're
favorite
supposed
cartoon.
to do another Family Guy. They're actually thinking about bringing back King of the Hill. I saw that today.
Okay, you know what? I liked King of the Hill.
King of the Hill was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I could leave that one.
I feel it's the same realm as
They
like
go
a
my
Family
first.
Guy,
I
though.
did
You
not
know,
know.
like the Family Guy, King of the Hill.
Well,
It's
it was
the
just
same
it was in the
realm.
same realm as Beavis
But
and
you know
Butthead because it
what?
was by
The
what's his
thing
name?
is, Family Guy was not, in my opinion, any way, shape, or form for children. But even though I
Sure, it was.
no, it wasn't. Even though
Perfect for
King of the
children.
Hill really wasn't for children either, they could get away with watching it easier than they could Family Guy or American Dad.
For sure.
I love Family Guy. American Dad was not my favorite. I didn't really like that
It's
alien.
like-
It was weird.
Oh,
You know what? I would rather watch
I
the
got
one.
the first season on DVD.
What's the black friend's name?
American Dad.
This, what's his
so
name?
good.
Huh?
What's the
Cleveland.
black friend's name?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
You know what? I would rather watch the Cleveland show than Family Guy.
That's okay.
And I've
Somebody
never seen
say.
it, but I'd rather watch that than Family Guy.
They spun it off. It had a couple seasons, I think, and then before they showed it.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good. That's
Stewie
pretty
was
good.
amazing.
It
He
was
was my favorite character.
Stewie's the best.
He is the best.
I
Stewie
like
is
the
why
best.
people don't want to have babies.
Well, he doesn't represent most babies. He's much smarter than most babies.
Yeah, no, I do
Stewie's
I
not
was thought it
like
was funny that he
them.
hated his mother. That he
My
absolutely
son
hated his mother.
loved Family Guy, and it was a big argument in his house for the longest time. I'm like, you should not be watching that at this age. You know, this was when he was younger. You know, but
You can't watch this. But I got a phone, so F you, Mom. If you got a phone,
oh
there's
no,
nothing you
I
can-
was the mother that would take that phone away if you.
You
made
goddamn
it.
right. Smack.
I also would be the mother that would
Give me that
snap it in
damn
half
phone.
in front of you because I didn't care about that. It wasn't the
Don't
money,
raise
it
your
was the
child with
country.
a phone. That's right.
No. Oh no, no. Just
Good luck
he wasn't
nowadays.
Summer sitting at home playing video games either. He had to go to do summer school or do something. You weren't
Oh,
gonna
snap.
just sit and play video games all summer.
Oh,
What a buzzkill.
Yep. And we don't
That's how
sleep
you
all
rate
day
it.
in this
That's
house
what-
either.
All
Buzzkill.
right, y'all. Well, it's about that time. Let's hit another hashtag. Throw it over in the
Mhm.
chat. Get a hashtag. Mama J will pick it. And you'll get something cool from the Kingdom Barbarian Vault.
Well,
Because
there's no
by
kingdom
that
set up there
time-
yet, but next week,
Yeah.
hopefully,
all right.
I'll
Maybe we'll
open
get
my
something
box this
cool
weekend.
from the Pop Stack. Hit us with a hashtag. Let's see what Mama J picks. You guys are awesome. If you hit that thumbs up, let's go ahead and do that right now. Are you watching this on the rewind? Hit that subscription, notification bell. You don't want to miss any of these shows, 7 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays on Chase's Kingdom and Bearded Barbarian Collectibles channel. We want to thank our amazing, wonderful co-host, Mama J. Go over to her channel. We don't put it in the description. Just search Mama J. Look for the awesome
Make sure you put
metal
Mama J.
rock and roll. There's a couple, Mama J.
You don't
Bob.
want to give us
Go-
subscribe to the other Mama J's? Subscribe
Well,
to
there's
all
a
Mama
couple.
J's.
There's a
There's
cooking
a
one,
couple out there, so we don't want to give them any
421,
credit.
There's a
Right,
singing
right.
a
So
karaoke Mama
what's we
J. There's a
I'll see if I pop it over there. Follow the link. Subscribe. Let's go. Let's see. I'll give you 11 seconds. Hit the hashtag. Mama J will pick it. You guys rock. Bearded Barbarian. Chase's Kingdom. Mama J. The Barbarian Horde Variety Show. All right, let's get these hashtags rolling. Let's see.
Right.
What do we got?
We only got 2 so far.
Oh, Jesus. This is Command Peanuts. James, what are you doing, bro?
Trying to make it long and difficult.
You're killing your boy here. Let's see.
What the heck is a toe punt?
I don't know. I was just thinking that. I was like, maybe I'm missing something.
I think we should make it really easy again. How about hashtag corn?
Hashtag corn.
Corn.
Corn is a turn.
Corn is a
Hashtag
turn.
corn. Hashtag corn. Come on, guys. Hashtag corn.
Is that corn with a C or a K?
C-C-O-R-N. Corn.
Oh, corn.
Hashtag corn.
That's questionable. Very questionable. All right.
We got to make it easy. So.
All right. Let's just make a hashtag corn. Yeah, Cat Daddy, we don't need the first part of that. You can keep that part yourself. We'll understand.
Not the band Corn. That's the K. So we're going with C, right?
C. Not that band. Not the band Corn. Well, there's probably another. Is there another band called Corn with a C?
Maybe. Who knows?
No, I don't believe so. But
you know what? It's crazy to come find out there are bands out there there's bands out there with the same name.
Are there?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to do that.
I've seen bands with the
Can't
same
you copyright
name,
it? Well, if you don't copyright it, I guess, right?
Record
Right,
or
if you
become
don't
popular,
copyright.
you don't want to have the same name.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, but we're capital K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there multiple Kick-em-uglies out there?
Lowercase K. No, there's no Kick-em-uglies out there.
Huh?
Because, nope, I've researched it. You know how that was a whole thing.
Have you copyrighted it? Have you copyrighted
Oh, yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Okay,
it's
I'm just
copyrighted. Yeah. No, I actually had to send out, too, for it. It cost me $22.
Huh.
That's it?
That's not too bad. I would have thought it'd been
Not
more
bad.
than that.
I would have too.
No. All right, there's the entries. They're coming in. All right, you guys, you want to do some dad jokes, or do we continue
Dad
on?
jokes. We can
We're
do
gonna
some
do
dad jokes. All right, here we go.
I got a couple dad jokes.
Do you?
That's
Oh,
fine.
you'll have to go
You guys
first.
are gonna have to
'cause
look them up. I didn't prepare you for the dad joke. It's gonna be, a weekly
I have
thing or a bi-weekly. But hold on, I got a dad jokes thing here. What's that?
Dad
jokes. All right, I'm gonna hit you with a couple dad jokes. Maybe we might continue on with some slaughter of some awesome shows that we all love. Overrated, underrated. I still have 2. I still have 2 on my list. So.
I have only one left, so.
Oh, see, I wrote all kinds of things down in case somebody stole one of my answers.
Smart girl. That's how we roll. All right. So, submit your dad jokes. Just hit me up on the DM. Got a good dad joke? Just send it my way. Maybe I'll get a play, and I'll give you some. I'll give you some credit. I'll be like, suggested by so and so, and I'll hit you with the dad jokes. We're trying to do these on the regular. We're stealing this from JKL and Pop to Heat. It's a whole thing. They haven't done a show in I don't know over a year. I'm trying to rub.
So we're able to steal their thing because it's been over
absolutely.
a year. Okay.
Absolutely. It's like the thing. All the new movies. You got Popeye the Slayer Man. After a certain amount of time, I'm gonna steal your segment. So we got dad jokes. So submit your dad jokes.
Do you have your dad joke ready, or do you want me to go?
No, I got a bunch ready, but submit your dad jokes to you can harass Barbarian, or you can harass me, but send me your dad jokes. See if they might make it on a show.
Send them to Chase.
Once again,
I don't want your dad jokes. Okay.
Once again,
messages from people.
Don't fill up my mailbox.
Don't message me.
Send them to Chase.
Well, join in on the chat. Join in with your dad jokes on the chat. Erica just loves it. Right. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us for an all-new Barbarian Horde variety show. We definitely appreciate you. 7 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights. Let's go, dad jokes. with some dad jokes.
All right, you ready? I'll do one first. What has 5 toes, a heel, and isn't your foot? What has 5 toes, a heel, and isn't your foot?
My shoe?
5 toes and a heel.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's my foot.
Really?
I said it isn't your foot. I didn't say it wasn't my foot.
All right.
Why didn't Han Solo like his burger? Do you know why Han Solo didn't like his burger?
Wait. He's going. You just gonna go on everyone you got?
I'm gonna do this and then I'll let somebody else. It was too chewy.
It was
Yeah.
too chewy.
All right, go ahead.
All right. What do you call a duck that's on drugs?
A quacker?
Close.
I have
A
no
quackhead.
Quacker.
We're doing 2 in a row. Is that what we're doing?
Do two,
Oh, I don't
do
have
two in a row.
to, so that's all right.
Yeah, you can do one. It's fine.
Where do cows go camping?
Hmm.
Where do cows go camping? Upstate New York.
New York.
That is a granddad joke right there.
Oh, all right, my turn.
Go ahead.
How do you make a bandstand?
How do you make a bandstand?
How do you make a bandstand?
How do you make a bandstand? God, man, I don't know. I don't know.
You take their chairs away.
Oh God.
Okay.
How does a banana answer a phone call?
Just a banana answer a phone call.
By doing the split? By doing the splits?
Yellow.
That's how my grandma answers the phone.
Well, she's a banana then.
That's the same my
Yellow.
My grandma would always answer the phone. Yellow. I'm like, yellow.
What's the best way to watch a fishing tournament?
With your eyes closed.
A live stream.
Live stream.
Mission failed. Work out next time.
What does a pampered cow make?
A pampered what?
A pampered cow. What does a pampered cow make?
Pampered cow make.
Spoiled milk.
That was pretty good. Go ahead. All right. Let's see.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? What is orange and sounds like a parrot?
It's orange and sounds like a parrot. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? No idea. It's orange.
A carrot.
A carrot.
Parrot.
A carrot.
Okay.
Good, right?
When does a dad joke, or when does a joke become a dad joke?
It's corny.
When does a joke become a dad joke? When it's
When it has a child. When it has a child. Okay.
when it's apparent.
When
Yeah.
it's a parrot.
Let's see what you did there.
Oh, Jay.
Where do sick boats go to get better?
Where do sick
Where do
boats-
sick boats go to get better?
boats go to get better? I don't know.
Not a clue. Where?
Doc.
The boat dock. Why did the math book look so mad? Why did the math book look so mad?
I don't know.
It had too many problems.
Too many problems.
What do tacos say in church?
What tacos say in church?
What do tacos say in church? Let us pray.
Let us pray.
That's right. Say you got it.
No, I didn't look anyone up.
What do you call a parrot that flew away? A polygon.
Oh God. What do clouds wear? What do clouds wear?
What do clouds wear?
Nothing.
Thunderwear. Stupid. These are the dumbest jokes, I swear.
Oh my God.
Taylor Swift is immune to vampires. Do you know why?
No.
Was she a virgin?
They know she has bad blood. Bad blood.
That is our segment of dad jokes.
It's kind of
that
a
we've
marathon of dad jokes.
literally stole from my man L from the JKO Awesome.
Well, we stole it from a website. I stole mine from a website, so
Well,
we
we
stole
stole
his
the
idea.
segment from my man.
The
It's like,
segment.
dad
that's right.
jokes. We're gonna do dad jokes Well, I haven't seen that in quite a while, so we're
We're
bringing
gonna
it
start.
back.
We're gonna start stealing a lot of things from JK. I'm gonna be doing hip thrusts soon. You know what I'm saying? So right on screen.
Right on.
Sound
screen.
good?
You gotta pay
Sound
extra for that.
Got to pay extra. It's not this screen. It's a different screen.
You're watching the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. All right. Let's see. We're rocking 9:34. Is that 9:04 or 34? I can't see that far.
904. 904.
Okay, 904. All right. Well, let's wrap it up.
Let's
Hashtag
do it.
corn. Hashtag corn. Add to the stage. Have you put in hashtag corn yet? If not, hit it now. Hit it now. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with us on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And we definitely have some cool stuff planned. I've reached out to a couple people that you might not necessarily think that might want to hang out with us. They're different channels. Like, have you noticed the Funko community as far as videos has started to really hit that little lull to where it's
Yeah.
not a lot of interaction with a lot of the collectible channels. So we're going to be reaching out to a few people. I've actually reached out, and yeah, we're going to have some different things coming up here soon.
Cool.
Authors, video people, just a lot of different stuff. So you're definitely going to stay tuned. You're going to hit the notification bell. Definitely going to you got to subscribe. Got to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss what we got coming up. There's going to be some fun. There's going to be some definitely.
Finally, there's gonna be fun.
Do you want to do
this
the
has been
challenge?
rough.
I mean, I definitely want to do some challenges. The sticker challenge, it's coming up. It's got to happen soon.
You're gonna lose this time. I cannot. I cannot. I can't lose 2 in a row. I have pride on my side here.
So we definitely have some awesome, fun stuff planned. So definitely come hang out. And I don't know. it's getting harder and harder to shoot videos lately. What do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
Honestly.
It is. Yeah, it's. I haven't bought too many Funkos and trying to figure out what the best
I
thing
don't.
to.
I mean, I
do,
hardly
so.
show off. Most people I know hardly show off just Funkos anymore.
Yeah,
Very few channels are just Funko channels anymore.
right. Yeah.
So as a
I do have 2 new Funkos right there.
Yeah, I've got a couple in. About to shoot the Papa Mortis.
But I don't ever make videos.
Mr. Ugly to
for
come
them,
out and shoot a video, my last video was so windy. I didn't realize when I posted it after the fact. I listened back. Oh, it was windy. I needed like one of those big foamy things on your
furry things.
Yeah, it was bad. So, but I'll be going to Denver soon, so I'm going to shoot a little video of some concert thing at Red Rock. So there's some cool stuff coming your way. So you definitely want to hit the notification bell for future videos because times are changing and we need to get with the times. And you guys, I have fun with you guys every Thursday, 7 p.m. I have a blast, man. But this stuff's getting it's getting harder and harder to carry the videos over and over.
It is.
So we definitely want you guys to have fun with us. So please hit us with some suggestions for future shows of the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. What do you think we should be hanging out doing? Should we do the old what did I used to do? Legos and I can't say Legos and beers because that was my show, but you got any suggestions? I've been thinking about it. I'm like, well, I should talk to everybody first. But at the same time, should I bring it up during an episode? Yeah, bring it up during an episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are you guys thinking? In the future, we hang out, we have fun. We do little card suggestions. What was last week? What did we have last week? What was that? Who's most likely to? Fun stuff like that. So if you have any suggestions, please hit us up and be like, it would be fun for you guys. Hit us up, man. We really appreciate it. We love hanging out with you guys on Thursdays.
We want to do what people want to see. I mean, we don't want to, spend our time if people don't want to see whatever. I mean, this seems,
right. We don't want to go on what's cool? Let's go on Funko's website and see what they have coming up soon.
Yeah.
And then sit here and complain about it and bitch about it and everything else. I don't really want to do that.
That's what I do the other 22 hours a day. I don't need to do that here. Get some other...
So definitely hit me up with any suggestions you might have. Hit me on the DMs over on Instagram. Let's see if we can get some stuff going. If you'd like to hang out with us, and there's going to be some protocols, but I'm telling you, hit me up on Instagram. And I'll give you the rundown, and we'll see if we can get you on a future episode of the variety show, Barbarian.
Yeah, absolutely. Contact Chase. He's the one that manages this. I just show up and act silly. You know what I mean? That's my task.
Contact me. Let's take some pressure off my man, Barbarian. Hit me up on the Instagram if you'd like to join us on a future episode of the Barbarian Horde Variety Show. What is it? Live songwriting? No, I don't know.
So maybe we'll do some live songwriting. That sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, it could be fun times. I mean, change the lyrics to some songs that are already out there.
We're gonna do some Weird Al type of stuff. We're just gonna change the lyrics to some songs and cover them, right?
Right. Have you got the hashtag corn in? Let's get it going. Entries 7. Full house. What time we rocking? Yeah, we're past 2. You want to go ahead and pull it?
Do it. Let's
do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. No holds barred.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Now, James. Okay, you have the decision to make.
You can either gift it to somebody else, or you can let it spin again. Those are your
just going to make everybody hate you. You're going to do one or the other. What do you do, my man? What do you do? That's like a total JKL moment right here.
It definitely is. Definitely is.
All right, James. Come on, my man. Get the...
Get to the fake James Willie.
I'm gonna totally create a page now.
Give the quick draw. All right, look at that.
Draw. All
Wow!
right,
Right after he gave you some sass, you turn around and give him the gift. Isn't that nice?
That's how you do it, man. You give just sass. You're like, oh yeah, well, I'm gifting it to you. In your face, quick draw. In your face, bro. There you go.
He said I could gift it to my wife.
All right, quick draw. Let us know what you want.
So the worm is not available. You have the mystery,
the worm,
and everything else on screen.
Worm, caterpillar, it's all the same.
Now, what are we doing?
No, we're not doing that.
God. Good God, man. Just razzing us.
Quick draw, don't be a goober.
A goober?
Come on, Quickie. What you want, man?
Pick something.
Take the question mark.
He's got the mystery.
He wants the mystery.
Mystery. All right, mystery. All right, let's center
got
square.
A dirty sock.
The center gets a square. One of these days, it's going to be a dirty pair of shorts. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Let me get rid of the thing. And there we go.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's see what we got.
Oh.
Game of Thrones, Jorah Mormont. I've had this one for a long, long time. It's an old pop.
Holy smokes, bro.
It's an old pop. I believe it's a 2000.
Fire.
Old one. Yeah, it's a good one. It had a lot of value for a long time, and now, of course, they ruined it with the last season, so all the Game of Thrones pops bottomed out, but it's still a cool one. So I hope you like that one. Quick draw.
All right, quick draw. Sweet, man. All right, well, hit Barbarian up on his Instagram. Remind him, Game of Thrones. Hit him with your address and an actual name, because post office gets a little,
His real name is Quick.
Is it? No, I think I may have your address, but if you can remind me, that helps me. My memory stinks.
Give him the old reminder. That we definitely appreciate that. All right. Let's see, we're about 15 minutes past the hour, so let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up. You guys have been awesome, man. Definitely had a blast hanging out with you, and give us your suggestions for future shows. Definitely hit us up, and if you'd like to be a participant on the Barbarian Horde Variety Show, hit Chase's Kingdom up on Instagram, and we'll see about getting you on the show. All right. So what do you got coming up, Mama J? I know you're keep on rocking, man. You're just rocking the Disney
and videos with everything that went on over the last 2 months.
I can't keep up.
I honestly, I'm not putting them out daily right now. I have a ton of videos that I need to make into shorts, and I just haven't taken the time to do it. But I will still have like Mystery Mini Mondays. I'm doing Squaredy Cats on Thursdays. Wednesdays are Adorables. Sundays are still the music cards right now. I'm also doing Whatnot. I've already done a couple vinyl shows. I have a Disney show tomorrow night. But yeah, so I mean, gotta limit some stuff. So I figured I'd go. I did Whatnot before and stopped back with Funkos. So I said, you know what? I'll jump back in and see what'll happen,
Oh, I feel you. I'm right there. I'm right there with you with the Whatnot. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, Mama J, I know you're all already subscribed, but if you're catching this on a rewind, you're definitely going to want to follow my girl, Mama J. Awesome channel, awesome content. And if you become a Patreon, you get something every month. So definitely head over to Mama J's channel. All right, you guys. As far as me, I really got not a lot. There's not a lot of stuff dropping with Funko. Mr. Ugly's going to come up from hell. He's supposed to do the new Ghost Papa review. I'm going to let him tackle that one. We got a couple things coming in the mail. Gabagool is supposed to send me a Terrifier pop. So I think I'll throw that in the mix since Mr. Ugly's coming back from his little vacation to hell. He might do that one too. And hopefully I'll get my little envelope from Taco Pops. So you see something with that. You never know what you can catch. I just did a video, Five Below's where to go for sodas. They're dead, but you can buy them at Five Below. Did you know that? Did you know?
You've mentioned it a few times. I need to go online.
I'm killing it at Five Below because go check out my last video. Very awesome. Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy, Five Below pickup. Go check that out. And yeah, that's all I really got going on. We'll just have to stay tuned. Hit the subscribe.
Sounds good.
What do you got?
So I have a video that I keep telling people I'm going to put my Breaking Bad video of my RV.
I'm waiting for
faux Lego. It's not real Lego.
Johnny
faux
Five
Lego
is alive.
being assembled, and I got to do that. That I didn't put together. I'm going to claim that I put it together, but I didn't. I had someone else do it, and they put it together for me. So I got to make the video for that. I have another one of my medals just came in, so I'll probably do a short with that. I think I'm going to do a short with them going forward.
Hit another one.
So,
Hit another.
Yeah, I got another. I'm on my.
Wow,
I've got my fourth
it.
medal that I just got.
You're
I'm working on
Now
my
that
fifth
I
one
know they're
now.
real, I used to think they were fake, and now I know they're real.
That one video,
The
I was
real
like,
medals.
damn, that's actually awesome.
Right?
as hell.
Yeah.
The freaking wall plaque with the I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome.
They're really cool. There's a lot of neat ones on there. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
go check them out. The Star Wars ones are really awesome. If I hadn't done the Harry Potter, I would have done the Star Wars ones. But anyway, that's what I'm working on that. And then I also have Johnny Five. It's back there. I keep telling people I'm going to do Johnny Five, but I haven't assembled him. He's 1,100 and whatever pieces. I'm just dreading opening that box, knowing that I'm not going to be able to put this thing together and look like a fool. So I got that. And the last thing is, and of course I've got Chase's box to open. I'm going to be doing that this weekend, so I can put the video out, and then maybe there'll be some stuff on the pop stack for y'all.
Stuff on the stack
Extra stuff.
for you guys. For you guys.
And
He's
then
gonna
one
steal.
last thing is,
He might
I
snag
just
something.
signed up to be in with the gang for All Hallows Eve. So I'm Melly Mel and the McDorks group they skipped Easter this year. We had done Easter in the past, and now we're going to do Halloween this year instead of Christmas and Easter. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
Very cool.
So it'll be some fun stuff. It's not Funko. It's not a Funko one. It's just going to be.
Well, we don't do Funko anymore either, really.
Yeah. So it's just evil stuff, evil Halloween Harry Potter stuff. So that's what we're doing.
It's all Harry Potter again.
That's what the group always does. Harry Potter.
Evil Harry Potter.
Because we're doing a swap for Halloween this year too, but we're doing. You can choose to either get a scary Halloween box with like the horror kind of people, or you can get more of a funny kind of happy like Halloween box that would include like Scooby-Doo or things like that aren't real scary, but they're a little
Mickey
like
Mouse. Oh, he's scary.
Right.
So
Hello,
like
Kitty.
non-scary stuff,
No. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. They haven't pulled the names yet, so I don't know who I'm going to get. But they have a thing where what they did was a little bit different. They used Instagram and created an Instagram post and listed everybody's stuff on Instagram. So you can go. It's called I think it's Potter Watch. And if you go on there and you can see what everyone's, and then so you can go and check and see what people like and things like that. So that's how you follow and get the information people are looking for. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of fun. But that's Halloween. That's a long way away. So I'm not that worried about it.
It'll be here before you know it.
And that's true. But it is my favorite holiday. So I'm looking forward to it. So it's good stuff.
Very cool.
Yep.
Well, if you're not already, go over, follow my man Bearded Barbarian, follow Chase's Kingdom, follow Mama J. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys once again for hanging out with us. We might see you next week. We don't know. The week goes
Most
by.
likely. I don't
never
have
know.
any plans to not be here.
About a day or two before the show, we'll hit each other up. You want to do a show? Are you able to do a show? So you got to hit the notification bell for future videos. That's the way to go. So we definitely appreciate you. We're going to get on out of here. And we hit everybody with a hashtag or ending to our videos. Let's go. Mama J, let them know what's up.
Until next time, keep on rocking.
Join the kingdom, be the kingdom. Good hunting, everybody.
Goodbye from the Bearded Barbarian.
I'll catch you next time.
The Barbarian Horde Live Show with Bearded Barbarian, co-host Chase's Kingdom and Friends, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
No? Macareno. No? Okay. Takamino, por aquí no.